What is this? A stream by Tinenstilian? What a ridiculous concept. He hasn't streamed in multiple days, like 5 in fact. That's more than 4. Now you know math. All of it. Calculus, linear algebra, everything. You know what else is math? No signal, that's math. No, it isn't. That's math. Desktop. Steam, in fact, is this window here. Did you know that? You probably did. I'm going to say it anyway for no real reason. Also, this is not the game I'm playing today. Age Mythology Extended Edition. It's a good game, but I haven't played it in a bit. Game I am going to play today is... if I can find it. There it is. Project Cars. Because I have a couple of friends who have bought it today, and I wanted to play it because they bought it and reminded me, hey, it's a pretty good game. And so I'll play it with them. Hello, Vinny. Hello, Cathador. How are y'all doing? Let's play it, not in VR mode because I don't have a VR headset. See if it even works at all when streaming in terms of like frame rate and whatnot. Because it's pretty powerful on the CPU. You can also press Alt-Z to show your gameplay and access the Steam community while playing. Some multiple things you can do. Hey Fairy, how are you doing? You've been watching a recording of a stream for the past few hours. That's cool. Is it one of my streams or probably someone else's stream? Hey Rafa, how are you doing? Hey Budspot, how are you doing? This is the intro to Project Cars. See this car? It's a car. That's a car too. You know, all of these are cars. Yep, that's a car. Particularly crazy car in the game, but look at these cars. It's a Vinesauce stream. Yep. Vinesauce streams are good to watch. Mine, I don't think anyone really watches my streams. Or watches recordings of my streams. Maybe in the future you're watching this stream recording and you're thinking to yourself, well, that's clearly a lie, in which case it would be. Yes, you're correct. Let's skip that intro. Hey, look. Cars. I am a car. It's true. I am indeed a car. An automobile. So, I think the plan was to play online with Bryant and Rainykins. So I guess I'm going to create a server and people can join that. How do I move to create online game? The menus in this game are terrible, by the way. They're like horribly designed. So I think I'm going to have to click with the mouse button here. Is Project Cars of Motorbikes? No, because then it would be Project Motorbikes. It's cars only. But it does have a lot of different types of cars. You've got, you know, road cars, like, if I can find one. Like, here's a Renault. It's a road car. Then you have, like, GT3 cars, the Mons cars. Old rally touring cars. Crazy cars like that Mazda, that one. Formula cars, all the way up from the basic Formula Rookie all the way to Formula 1, except not actually Formula 1 because they couldn't get the license. Because I think Codemasters has exclusive rights. Yeah, so tons of different types of cars. Put you to sleep. Alright, Rafa, I will put you to sleep. You are now imagining one of those balls on a string that moves back and forth. That will hypnotize you and make you go to sleep. I say that you are now asleep, and you are now asleep. Isn't that amazing? Also, you got a good selection of roughs, which are basically just knockoff Porsches. Because Porsche has an exclusivity license with EA, which means that games that aren't EA games can't have Porsches in them, except not anymore because they ended that exclusivity license, so games in the future will be able to have Porsche. So that's a cool thing. So I guess to start, we should start off with an easy to drive car. Or we can just do like the Road D class, I guess. Why is there both the Toyota 86 and the Toyota GT 86 in this game? Like, what's the difference? I think this one's right-hand drive, this one's left-hand drive, but then why is there also a Scion FRS that's left-hand drive? Very strange, but they can do it however they want. I'll take Toyota. And to make this even more confusing, since Toyota dropped the Scion brand, now when they market the car in North America, it's just called the Toyota 86. So, and it's obviously left-hand drive because, you know, United States, so very confusing. Can you race with Volkswagen Samba Bus? No. You cannot, unfortunately. I don't think this game has any Volkswagens. It goes straight from Toyota to W Motors, and no Volkswagens at all in this game. I think you gotta play Gran Turismo for that, or maybe Forza 6. Maybe the newer Forzas have it, except not Horizon 3, because that also has no Volkswagens for some sort of bizarre licensing reason. Anyway, we'll do Road D. I have all the tracks, including the DLC ones, which I believe people who do not have the DLC can also race on them if the room host has those. So maybe I'll play some of those. To start off, let's do a simple course. I don't know which one of these is simple. So, you know, so that's good. Except there's also DLC. Let's start with one that's not DLC, just in case people can't join that. We don't script. We'll do it anyway. That way we can learn. I know roughs aren't knockoffs. I was just trying to simplify a complicated matter. Sure, it can be public. Laps. Let's do quick races for now. 3 laps. Let's not fill it with AI opponents now. I do not want qualifying, because that takes too long. Let's just do races with, I guess, random grid placements. It's fine with me. And we can also change the weather. Clear is fine now. I'll probably eventually do like a Formula 1 race in a downpour, just so we can see how terrible and undrivable that is. Yes, we want to allow all assists. That looks fine with me. Except I might turn off penalties, because the penalties in this game are kind of annoying, kind of strict. Alright, grading session. So now you can join in. Hey, he's joined in, that was quick. He's probably mashing the refresh button or something. Car class, let me change this to Road D, so that way it's fair for me. So otherwise he can pick a faster car. Road D. Here we go. I think you'll have to change your car probably. Hi Simming. On PS4 can't chat much. That's fine. I just gone with the Scion equivalent of my car. Which is better, the Toyota or the Scion? Well, it's the Toyota because the Scion no longer exists, but shh. Guess we'll start. You know what? Hold on. I've decided let's not start. I want... where does it... Yeah, fill with AI opponents. Let's do that. Because otherwise, it could be boring. It could become very one-sided. Yes, okay. Now we can go. But spot is about. That's true. It's not a false statement. It did not fill with AI cars. That's alright. This game's a bit glitchy. I can really turn my car. yes, I am driving with the manual transmission and screwed up that start. So Bryant's taking an early lead. I mean, I'm not really liking this camera right now. Probably because I've played a lot of Forza Horizon 3 lately. With the new Blizzard expansion, which I 100%ed earlier today. Beat the last, beat all the championships and 100%ed it, except in the game it says 93.7% because there's a glitch where you can't actually get more than 93.7%. So that's great. Frame rate's kind of jumpy. I'll see if I can fix that after this race. Sorry about that. Can't really change it mid-race unless I concede. I don't want to do that. I want to prove to Bryant that I am the better driver of Toyota GT86 and equivalent cars. So what's my favorite track? In this game or overall? Yes, in this game, this one here is actually one of my favorites, although it's much better with faster cars than this. It's pretty dull with slow cars. But once you get to like the GT3 class, which is what everyone drives online, this is a pretty great track. But this track doesn't exist anymore in real life because this is the classic 90s, or actually 80s version of Silverstone, I think. So it's a very different track now. I think Bryant's had an incident. I think he did ask me that once before, but that's fine. Let's see, overall, it was actually a tough question. It's like I don't really have like one favorite track that I like more than any others, but I do have some that I like. I like Interlagos in Brazil, which also has multiple names. I think like Autodromo Carlos Pace or something like that. I'm bad at shifting because I didn't realize. Yeah, Interlagos, as it's better known. I like that one. I like Road Atlanta. That's in a lot of, I think all the Forza games actually. And I like that one, although not quite as much as I used to. I like Twin Ring Motegi, that one in Japan. It's pretty good. And of course the Nürburgring, but I don't really have any one in particular that I like more than any other. I do have some tracks I don't like though. Happen to mostly be ones that I've played in Forza games. Specifically, I'm not a huge fan of Sebring. I'm not a huge fan of Road America, which is different from Road Atlanta. Two entirely different circuits. And both of those are kind of just, I don't know, a bit too long and flat and straight and boring. Yeah, I'm like 7 seconds ahead of Bryant now. It's not gone well for him. Another track I like is the new Silverstone, the post-2010 layout. It's also one of my favorites. I think that's a really great improvement from the 90s and 2000s Silverstone that they had. The section they changed really helped improve the flow of the track. So I'm hoping this game is a borderless windowed mode. So That would make it easier to fix the choppy frame rate issue. Otherwise, I might have to run it in an actual window, which would also fix the issue, but be slightly less ideal for me, but it's alright. You know what else is alright? Everything that isn't not alright. Wow. Bet you didn't expect me to say that. And, as everyone expected, unless you didn't expect it, Tin has won. Because Tin will win. I have achieved victory. Bryant is somewhere in the far distance. This might not have been the best track for slow cars like this. And he finished a good 30 seconds behind me. It's not too bad. If I say quit, is that going to quit out of online, I think? Actually, I probably need to do that anyway. Change the graphic settings. Where I get the idea of giving you a game? I've been giving games to like a lot of people. So I just saw you on my Steam friends list and decided, you know what, I'll give him a game. And so I gave you a game. So Merry Christmas and enjoy it. Options and help. Visuals. Do we have windowed? Yes or no? I guess yes. Please restart the game. Alright. I will restart the game. For you. Nürburgring and Le Mans are tied as your favorite tracks. Yeah, Le Mans is pretty good too. Especially in faster cars with the really long straights. Yep, that's a window. Perhaps I shouldn't have gone with 1080p windowed, considering my resolution is 1080p. So now a small part is going to be cut off, but that's alright. And then I can presumably capture it like this for a superior viewing experience. Alright, I'm gonna have to create another match. Let's try a smaller track like this one. And let's do 4 laps. 4 laps filled with AI opponents. Yes. Let's do opponent skill 69 because why not? Car class any for now, sure. Mixed weather. Can you do real weather? Oh, I like that. Let's do real weather. Go for it. Yeah, I know 69. It's a number that's funny. A not unfunny number. Car class. Actually, wait, no, hold on. I do need to change the car class, or else the AI is going to be driving anything, and we don't want that. We want. Oops, I missed it. Road D. There's a lot of different car classes in this game. Some of them like only have one car in them. That's pretty cool. Synchronizing. It's a very important thing to do. This is also a DLC track for those who care, which is probably none of you. Is it legal for me to play driving games? I've played them since I was like 3 years old, so I'm going to say yes. I do have my virtual driver's license. Oh, you know, manual gears are a thing. I've botched the start again. Apparently it's raining in real life, wherever this is. I think New Zealand, maybe? I don't remember. But it's a real world track. I think most of them are. Which I think all of them. I shouldn't say all of them are. All of them are based on a real world location, but not all of them are real tracks. Like Suzuka is kind of in this game, but the layout is slightly different because I couldn't get the actual license for Suzuka. So like that hairpin that Suzuka has no longer exists in this game's version of the track. It's very bizarre. You're like racing with slow cars? Yeah, slow car racing can be really fun as well. I don't think there are many slower cars in this game than the ones we're currently driving. Also, the frame rate's kind of a bit choppy for me. I don't know if that's coming across in the stream. Maybe I should have lowered the graphics settings to medium because I'm streaming. Oh, man, I'm terrible with shifting. I play Horizon 3 in automatic because I feel like it's better for the type of game it is. I know Bryant's had a massive off and I can't take advantage of it. Yeah, I think the rain effects might be causing a bit of choppiness. Passing on the inside, can I hang on? Yes, I can. Alrighty. What other views do we have? We have this one. I don't like this view, chiefly because it has my name tag icon always on my car. On the far left side of the screen, which seems like something that they should have like removed when playing online, but nope, that's always there. It's kind of annoying. So I don't like that view. This one's alright, I guess. This one's also alright. I might like this one better, actually. And then we have an in-car view, which is functional, but also kind of distracting. Then we have this weird center car view, which no other game has, and is kind of ridiculous. Then we have the I'm seeing this through my helmet view. And then we have the roof cam, which was what I was using. I think I'm going to stick with the hood cam. Or if you're British, bonnet cam. Or if you're an idiot, the Flibdibble Flarp cam. Yeah, the really slow cars reminds me of Assetto Corsa, where you can have mods where you can drive like the little Tykes cars and, you know, the power trolleys or whatever they're called that you can ride around the grocery store. The only issue with the Assetto Corsa is that I don't really like it that much. It just feels kind of barren in a weird way that a lot of modded racing games do. Just doesn't feel very friendly and lively and exciting. I want to not quit. I want to stay in this session. Yeah, you're only 5 seconds back this time. You're making improvement. That was even in the rain. Can we change the graphics settings from here? Visual, performance. Is there just like a generic thing I can set and say medium? No, I'm gonna have to Manually do it. Medium, 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 medium. Medium, medium. That should be good. It's full. Full or none? Or you, okay, you can change those. That's alright. I'll leave it as is. Please restart the game to view affected changes. I guess I better do that then. Alrighty, Brian. Sorry, I've got to kill the lobby again. Back from playing WD2, Watch Dogs 2, presumably. It broke and died. I hate it when games just die. It's the worst thing that could possibly happen. Because then you have to, you know, perform resuscitation on them or whatever. I don't know where I'm going with this joke. It's not a good joke. I have a GTX 960, same as Link. So I can imagine it probably wouldn't handle it very well either. Alrighty, let's create a new room. Different track. Yeah, here is the Suzuka circuit, which for anyone who's seen what the Suzuka circuit looks like in real life, this is probably painful to look at, but there you go. That's this game's version of Suzuka. I think it's the only track that got mutilated like that. It's the full Nürburgring. Oh, this is a fictional track. Is this the one I think? Yeah, this is a pretty neat track. Again, DLC. I don't know why I'm only picking the DLC ones, but let's go back to 3 laps, I guess, and different class of cars. Let's do the GT3 class. Car class GT3. I'll find it eventually. GT3, there we go. Also, why is it not filling with AI opponents? That seems strange. Regardless, you can choose between any of these wonderful GT3 cars. There are a lot of them in this class because it's the most popular class. You can even get 2 different Aston Martins that look the same but aren't. An Audi, 2 BMWs, a Bentley, a Cadillac, a Corvette, a Jannetta, a McLaren, a Mercedes, and another Mercedes, and a Rough. I will go... Oh, we've all done the Mercedes. Let me do the McLaren then. No, we all did the McLaren. Oh, is it... It's all the same car. Hold on. I messed it up. No, not all identical car. Now you should be able to choose whatever car you want. Oh, we got 2. We've got 2 public people playing. Hopefully this isn't one of those games where the microphone goes through. That would be annoying. I guess not, because Brent probably would have said something that's the case. Alrighty. I'm ready. We've got actual people to race against. Hopefully they're not upset by it just being a straight 3-lap race, because most races in this game start out with a qualifying session. It's like 10 or 15 minutes and then it's like a 6-lap race. But it's alright. Maintain the lead through the first corner because I realized not to botch it up. I have not maintained the lead after the first corner though. Bryant has taken the lead though. Other 2 guys are way behind actually. Oops. We both completely screwed up. Where's my rear view camera in this camera mode? I need my rear view camera, please. Oh, it's not here either, great. I remember, the thing just randomly goes away sometimes, and you have to re-enable it, and it's the dumbest thing. This track has a neat hill. That's the neat hill. It's a very steep vertical slope. This game is on sale right now. The Steam Summer Sale for less than $10 American money, United States money. Probably, I guess it says it's $11 in Canadian money. And if you like racing games, this is a pretty good one. I would recommend it for that price. I say this having bought it for $50 when it first came out. I was kind of disappointed with it when it first came out, but then a bit later I started playing it online some, and I actually got really into it. Vena Metal gave up. I'm surprised with how badly the randoms are doing. I honestly thought they'd kind of be right with us, but I guess not. Usually when I'm doing public online lobbies and they have like 20 people in them, usually my average finish is probably around 5th out of 20. So better than average, but not really winning that many races. I've won a couple, but mostly due to luck. Is there Laguna Seca? Yes, Laguna Seca is in this game. There's a lot of tracks in this game, actually. If you can think of a popular track, it's probably in this game. Although Road Atlanta is not. Road America, however, is, which is the one I like less. But Road America rather seems to be in every game these days, and Road Atlanta seems to be only Forza's territory. Oh, PC stands for Project Cars. I thought you were like referring to the personal computer type of PC. Saying like I don't have the PC version of this game, but no. Project Cars. I can go through the track list if you want me to, Vinny. You ate Laguna Seca. It's not one of my favorites either, honestly. Oh no, I flapped the other random, who appears to have crashed and completely given up. But yeah, the corkscrew's a nasty corner on Laguna Seca. I have won again. I'm disappointed the AI cars aren't working. I don't know why. Oh man, I got an achievement. Wow. Clean as a whistle. I guess that's for winning a race without crashing online or something. Kinda wish this game had an oval or two. Yeah, that's one of the weird things about this game. It has NASCARs in the game, but no ovals. Not a single one. In the beta, it did have ovals, but they removed them inexplicably. No idea why. Oh, I left the game again. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I keep killing the lobby. Can I join my lobby? No, it's no longer available. I've got to make it again. You can't even do the circle in the Mojave area, which is kind of dumb. So what's the closest thing to an oval in this game? I guess we can go through the list. I don't know, maybe they decided to save the ovals for Project Cars 2, because that is in development, and they're claiming that's going to have like 75 different tracks and 200 variations, which is kind of crazy. We got Monza here. We got Monaco, fictional track through Monaco. It's a fictional track in Britain. Bathurst, Brands Hatch, Brno, Cadwell, Cadwell Park, which you don't see in many games. Track through the California Highway. Barcelona / Catalunya, whatever you want to call it. Spa, Le Mans, Donington, Dubai, Hockenheim, Imola, Le Mans Bugatti Circuit, Laguna Seca. Got these fictional test track things. The Nürburgring, various stages. The GP track, various parts of that. Oschersleben, which is a thing that can be pronounced. Oulton Park, Road America. Rouen Les Essarts, which is a DLC track. Some of the others were as well. Ruapuna Park is DLC. Sakita, which is fake Suzuka. Silverstone, Snetterton, Sonoma / Infineon / Sears Point, Watkins Glen, Willow Springs, Zhuhai, and Zolder. Curitiba is not in this game, no. I don't think there's any Brazilian tracks in this game, unfortunately. Which is a shame. I hope they put some of them in Project Cars 2, because Brazil has some pretty good racetracks, like Interlagos. But I guess we'll do... I like Sonoma. Let's do that. That works. Yeah. Go for it. Fill with AI opponents. I don't know why it doesn't do that when I tell it to do that. Alright. I think we're ready. Yeah, I have a map on my wall with a bunch of different racetracks that are all placed within so the Isleman TT course, I think. The really long one. There's like 70 different racetracks in there. It's pretty cool, except it's gotten torn up. Because it's just pieces of paper I printed and then taped to my wall. So over the years, past few years, the corners have gotten torn up. Look at all these AI, Bryant says. Is that supposed to be a joke? I see nothing right now. I see a black screen. Should point out, this game has some glitches in terms of starting online matches. Sometimes you will start not facing forwards. It's happened to me on multiple occasions. Black screen like this, I can't recall it happening, but it probably has at some point. Brian, do you have a black screen as well, or do you actually have a race going on? If he does have a race going on, he's probably too busy racing to type. You had a race with yourself. Oh, it didn't work. Okay. Let's try that again. Alt F4 does not work. Control Shift Escape. Come on. Control Shift Escape. Project Cars. End task. Very good. Let's try that again. The joys of video gaming. Wait, where's the game? Oh, there it is. For a second, the Steam... Oh, Steam... No, come back, game. Come back. Thank you. Steam was on top of the game, and it wasn't maximizing for some reason. Alright. Let's try this again. Create. So Brian, if you're... Oh, never mind. Waiting for 16 more players. Probably. I don't think we're going to do that. You'd be waiting here for a long time before we got all those players. Usually there's only like one populated server at any given time. And it's always playing GT3 cars. So we'll probably change it up a bit, I guess. Man! Brian's right, those are a lot of AI cars there. By a lot, I mean 0. Still don't have my rear view camera. Didn't I make it so you can press... Oh god, it's telemetry. Hold on. There we go, now I have a rear view camera. Just had to cycle through the HUD modes. Fun fact, the Autodromo Internacional de Curitiba is sold for a construction company and it will be integrated in a condominium so only people that live in it will be able to use the track. Oh, that's interesting. So are they not doing public races on it anymore? It's going to become for private use only. But I mean, that would be cool living on a racetrack that you could just drive on whenever you want. You have races with your neighbors whenever you want it to.
Driving, that was a great first lap. You've got control, build a buffer over second place.
Thank you, Mr. Narrator Person. Oh, slightly off track, except not really. It was alright. So I got my grades for... careful. Tin will win, thank you, Vinny. I appreciate your positivity, your enthusiasm for my racing ability here. But yeah, I got my grades back for the past semester, and I'm pleased to say that I got greater than 0% in all of my classes. I actually did pretty well, in my opinion. At least I was pleased with the results. There wasn't really any class where I thought I got a lower grade than I deserved. It's pretty great. Somehow a math paper. I'd never written like a college level math paper before for my math class this semester. And I thought it was going to be absolutely terrible. Because like half the example I felt like I had completely no idea what was going on in my own example. But apparently I got a 95 on that, so guess it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I got a solid B in that class. So that's good. That means I no longer have to take another math class in my life, because I have gotten my math minor now. Need 4 more classes for my computer science major though. And I'm not going to take any of them next semester because they all filled up before I could. That's great. I'm going to have to take 2 per semester, both semesters next year, in order to graduate on time with a computer science degree, which I would like to do. Math is cool. You're right, it is. But honestly, I'm thinking of taking... is it Math 300, which is like the introductory 300 level math class, which involves sets as far as I know, and all those things. And I've honestly been kind of tempted to just take that as an elective. But I'll see if I have room to fit it in with my schedule, because currently the way things are looking, if I don't change any of my classes for next semester, I'm going to be taking 3 psychology classes, because that's all I could get. And at that point might as well go for a psychology minor, because I'll had 5 out of the 7 classes I need for that. So then I only have like 2 electives left, so no, do not quit. You have to wait, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, 3 psychology courses and an art class. It's far cry from what I was taking spring of last year, which was 2 math and 2 computer science classes. Super cart. I like that idea. Let's do the carts. It's the largest scroll bar I've ever seen in anything. It's like 80% of the width of the actual column. Alrighty. And the carts, I should have mentioned, there are specific cart tracks that you can drive on. So we can drive on Chesterfield. Or we could drive on, wait for it, Greenwood Karting Circuit, or Dubai Kartdrome, or there's some other ones as well. But let's do, oh, it's Greenwood, not Glenwood. Sure, let's do this one. And let's do 5 laps. And let's start. Gonna get 2 majors. I could do a double major, but I think I read I would have to take more classes overall to do that, like 8 or 9 more classes, and that would mean doing another year, and I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to do that. What is this camera? So these carts are interesting. They turn a lot more quickly than you think they do. And they also can spin out very easily, as Ryan has just done there. And you'll also, even if I didn't have to take more classes for a double major, I don't know if I would want to. So I kind of really do not like proofs in math, and if I majored in math, I would have to do more proofs. And I don't really want to do that. So I'm content with like a major double minor. With a major in math, and a major in computer science rather. Oh god. And a minor in math and psychology. Is this Mario Kart for PC? Yeah, this is Big Boy Mario Kart. This is Mario Kart Simulator Professional Edition. These carts are not easy to drive, as you have noticed. Oh man, now it's like we're really driving it with this view. I think this is the best view for the carts, honestly, the in-car view. Whereas I prefer the other view for the other vehicles. The hood view, rather. Or also the roof view, depending on the vehicle. That was not a successful turn. That was also not a successful turn. Actually graduate physics. Thinking about starting sociology, that's cool. Kind of dumb for not exactly knowing what sociology is. I probably know, I'm just not, can't think of it right now. Presumably it has something to do with... What was that? Did he go through me? That looks very weird from my point of view. I'm not sure what happened there. Stop driving into immovable tires. That's a good idea, Cathador. You seem very intelligent in terms of what not to do when driving on a kart track. One of the interesting things about this game is that I don't have it enabled right now, but you can simulate mechanical failures, which means one time when I was playing career mode and I had it on, I was driving along, winning a race, and then all of a sudden it says in the middle of the screen, engine blown, and the race ends and I lose for no reason whatsoever. It just randomly blew up. It's basically communism and capitalism. Oh, that sounds fun. The defining battle of the mid-20th century. Who will emerge victorious? It all depends in the hands of Vinny in the chat. Like, all Vinny has to do is say that one is better than the other, and then it will be so. Or he could just say that Tinology is the best. And I think we can all agree with that. If you don't know what Tinology is, that's good, because I don't know either. I just made it up. Oh no, I did the thing Cathador told me not to do, and then I pressed the change camera instead of the go down a gear button. Now I've spun out. Now I've spun out again, except that worked to my benefit that time.
Lovely driving. The pace is very
Lovely
strong.
I disagree with that. It's more a study of the many interactions between humans and their theory. That's cool. Does sound interesting. No idea where Brian is. He's somewhere. About halfway across the track. Tin will win? Maybe. Is there a study that's just the study of studies? Studyology or ologyology? Metaology, maybe? I won. Tin has won. Alright, I want to do the most ridiculous race. Formula 1 cars, Thunderstorm, Nürburgring, 1 lap. Buttspot has sniped the gift command. Buttspot, please. I actually bought a Raspberry Pi yesterday. I probably paid more than I should have for it. But it came with a case and power cord and some SD card with an operating system on it, which means I don't have to put my own on it, even though that would be fun. Do not quit. Remind myself, do not press exit there. And I'm thinking of maybe seeing if I can move Buttspot. How much did I pay for the Pi? Including the case and the SD card with like Noobs OS or whatever, and the power cable and the tax and the shipping fees. It was like $67, I think, and it was a Model 3B, I think. Model 3B. So I guess it was probably too much, because if you just buy the plain old Pi, it's $35. But if you include shipping and all, that's probably like $40. I have the Model 1. Yeah, the Model 3's the new one. Or the current one. has a gigabyte of RAM. So I was thinking maybe I should move Buttspot over to that, and just like have the Pi running all the time in my home and have that be the server. Obvious downside is that you know, now I have to take care of a server and keep that running the whole time. Whereas, you know, if I host it, you know, remotely, then they take care of that. But the upside is I have more RAM, which means I might be able to use the more advanced buttification system that Buttspot uses, which basically has a giant list of words and can determine if every word is like a noun or an adjective or a verb or whatever it is, and then by the part of speech determine the probability of buttification that it should use. Oh yeah, I need to change the track, don't I? I don't really know what I'm going to do with my Pi either besides that. But yeah, my server only has 128 megs of RAM, which is kind of not a lot, and the advanced method I use requires like 200 megabytes because, you know, it has to load a huge data set to be able to, you know, properly determine the part of speech of any given word. You wanted to do Formula A on the cart track. You can't do that, actually. You can only use carts on the cart track, which is annoying. Conditions. Fixed weather. Thunderstorm. Starting time. Midnight. Wins Minecraft. I don't know if it'll be this stream, but it will probably maybe be next stream. I don't know. I made a free server that appears to work. Link and I tested it yesterday. I don't know if the Formula cars have lights, and this track doesn't have lights, so that might be an issue. Yeah. I can't see anything except the racing line, and I've spun out. And Bryant is ahead. He's winning at the moment. I can't see the road to pass him. I think Midnight was a mistake. But I kind of did it intentionally knowing that it might be a mistake. If I'm honest. Presumably, Bryant also has the racing line on. So it's just like a black screen following the racing line here. I might as well just stay in 5th gear. Because if I accelerate anywhere quickly, I'm just going to spin out in this rain. Yeah, Formula 1 racing at night in a thunderstorm. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, Brian's way far behind already. It's not good. I feel like kind of the faster you go, the harder it is to spin out. Alright, I'm going 187, no problem here. This is a tough corner, always. That was fine, actually, in the Formula car. This was a mistake. Yeah, do you want to quit out of this and do it with the lights on? So I can actually see what we're doing without, you know, just blindly following this racing line. I can barely make out the road, kind of. Might as well race blindfolded. Well, oh! Well, there you go. You can see the track for a second there. You just need to have it lightning more often. Oh, I only spun out once. Like, I'm genuinely impressed with how well I've not spun out. That didn't count as a spin out. It was a crash, but not a spin out. It was also a crash, but also not a spin out. Yeah, it seems like rain racing in this game is not as bad as in F1 2016. I remember driving the rain in that game to be an absolute nightmare in terms of traction and throttle control. Basically, I just have to crawl through when it's heavy rain. Why not 7-8? PS4 doesn't like Twitch. Bad PS4. Just realized this is probably pretty loud on my speakers. How bad of an echo is there from the actual game? Like how much of my microphone is picking up the sound from the speakers, which might come at a slight delay or something. I'm so bad at shifting. Oh. I'm on the grass, I think. I think I'm on the road now. I want to read Vinny's message, but I can't. I gotta focus on the road. I think we'll get to the straight fairly soon. Long straight, and then I can read it. Oh man, lights! We can see this tiny bit of track. Thank you, lights. I've just been in 5th gear the whole time, which is not the proper way to do this, but it seems to be working. Uh-oh. Hitting the wall, it was good. That jump is very scary in the Formula 1 car. And it's scary in any car, really. Whoop! That's a grab. That's, I guess it's not a spin out. Bonk. Alright, straight. So they said, alright, it's a loud noise of the car's engine smothering all other noise. Alright. Sounds good. Yeah, it's not good. It's not drive off-road and straight. Yeah, it's really cool how powerful the F1 car's brakes are, and they stop instantaneously. The L below Brian is the lap counter. It's lap 1 of 1, because this is a really long track. Oops. And finally, right at the very last corner, we spin out. But yeah, if you're in a higher gear, that reduces wheel spin and therefore reduces your ability to spin out, which is useful. Although shifting gears can also make you spin out. Go 10, cause 10 will win. Bryant has 310 seconds to finish this race. Who knows how far along he is on the track. So I might have some time here to talk with you guys. as we sit here and watch me, or my AI equivalent, drive around this track. Let me say nothing of significance because I don't know what to say. You have pie, so who is the real winner? You, clearly. What type of pie do you have, though? That's the real question. Did I see the Xbox Elite Controller triggers patent that was submitted this week? I don't think so. Was it the thing where it, like, replaces the triggers with little racing pedals? In which case I might have seen a picture of that. I don't know if I care. So I don't want to pay $150 for a controller when I just spend about that much giving Steam gifts to people for Christmas presents. Homemade chocolate peanut butter pie. Now that sounds like a good pie. Also, man, Rather on Fire, really liking that Mega Man Legacy collection. This keeps popping up there. And again. Yeah, more acceleration and braking precision would be useful. How many times is Rather on Fire going to play Mega Man Legacy Collection? It's the real question. Oh, I think he's finally stopped. I guess this stream's a good way to test your monitor brightness, because if you can't see anything, that means it's probably not bright enough. Although, it's like that test where if you can just barely make out what's going on, then yes, you're good, that's the right brightness. Otherwise, you can not see anything, you need to turn it up a bit. And Brian's really struggling. I mean, I can't blame him. You have your laptop on high performance and you can't see much. Well, the performance level is probably independent of the brightness of the screen. You can see white lines, or the white lines. That's good. I can kind of barely make it out. I think Bryant finished, or gave up, one or the other. He finished only 3 minutes and 46 seconds behind me. You're not bad at life, Brian. You're only bad at driving Formula cars on a thunderstorm on the Nürburgring at night, which is, it's fine if you're bad at that, because you know you're not expected to be good at that. Oh, you're talking about the brightness. The brightness is on high performance. I'm sorry. The Tin Man does need to keep up better. Oh no, Tartar Sauce has joined. Okay. Quickly. Let's choose a track. A different track. Like, an easier track. Watkins Glen Short. And let's do 4 laps. And let's do fixed weather clear. Clear, starting time, that one, 5 p.m. So this is like Formula 1 racing, but with, you know, how it's actually done in real life, not with stupid conditions. Raineykin says joined in the last second. Guess your game finally booted up, or downloaded rather. Le Mans. Oh, I should have done Le Mans. That would have been great because you could go fast on the straights. Whoops. Banged the table. I'll do that track next. This is an interesting grid. It's a big gap. I don't know why. I'm in the front. Oh, I totally forgot there's DRS and curves on these cars. Well, there we go. Bryant has taken a wonderful start. By crashing straight into me. I don't remember the buttons to activate DRS and curves. I think they're bumpers. Alright. Left bumper's DRS. Right bumper's curves. Oh, this is the short version, so the corner's a bit longer. Someone stalled. That's Rainy. I think she's moving, just struggling. I mean, this is her first race ever, and it's in the Formula 1 car. Something's wrong. What is it? I want the racing game most similar to Gran Turismo for the PC. Yeah, of all the games available on the PC, this is probably the most similar one that's not like a million years old. So yeah, considering it's on sale for cheap on Steam, I would get this one, yeah. The career mode, the single player career mode's a bit more open-ended than in Gran Turismo, and yet it's also not, because you have to do a specific race at a specific time, where you can choose which series you enter, but in terms of difficulty and lap length and all that stuff, that's completely up to you, which, in my opinion, is a bit too open-ended for my taste. I like to be told what to do a bit more than what the career mode in this game does, but I mean, all in all, it's still pretty good. There's nothing like wrong with it. But the multiplayer is pretty great. Rainy, we'll go to one of the slower cars next race. Joined in the last second, so I couldn't change it. Yeah, one thing this game doesn't have that Gran Turismo has is a currency system. So it's not a case where you have to like earn credits to buy your car. You have all the cars available from the start, and when you start the career mode, you can choose to start it at any point. So like you can start in the very beginning with the karts, or you can just go straight into Formula 1 cars. And in terms of like earning credits to buy other cars, that does not exist in this game. No problem, Billcom. This game should have mods. I believe there are a few car mods you can download for this. However, oh man, my AI is not happy. It's getting bullied by tartar sauce. But yeah, I don't think you can use those cars online without getting banned. Like modding is not supported by this game like it is in, say, Assetto Corsa, where mods are essentially required for that game. And because of that fact, the fact that they put Assetto Corsa on consoles is kind of bizarre to me. Although they also changed the UI for the console versions, which is not in the PC version. I wish they made it so you could have that UI in the PC version, because it looks a lot nicer than the one in the PC version. So I think he downloaded a UI that replicates the Gran Turismo 6 UI. So now instead of course it just looks like Gran Turismo 6. Or a slightly wonky version of it. Yeah, this is not a game to be played with arrow keys.
Great job, bud. See you in the pits.
Not gonna have a great time. Especially because, like, the Formula 1 cars, throttle control is imperative, and if you're playing with an arrow key where it's just all or nothing throttle, it's not gonna go well. Brian was only 10 seconds behind. That's pretty good. It's after he crashed into me at the start. He did alright. Alright. Let's choose a different set. Let's go back to the Road D class. Which is probably going to annoy tartar sauce, but whatever. And then... oh, so it's literally just the Toyotas or the Caterham. That's interesting. I thought there were more Class D cars. I guess not. I'll be this one. You meant to crash me like that? Oh, alright. Wonder how this plays with the Steam controller. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know how. Don't have a Steam controller to try it out with. Let's do a good track. I actually really like the Catalonian Club Circuit, specifically. But let's do a different one. Let's do a shorter one. Might be better for these slower cars, like Horse Thief Mile, sure. Yeah, I think this game's pretty fun. I've played a lot of multiplayer of it. It's pretty neat. Should we wait for Rainy? Or should we just go without her? Well, I guess we have no choice but to go... oh. People can't decide whether they want to play or not. We've got Kaysen's back, we've got star, 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 star. My favorite username. Alright, everyone's in the cater. I'll join you guys. You're getting a controller. Alright, let's go. Jason's back in again. Oh no, Kasem's gone against the crowd. I know he's left. Will not be in this match. That's alright. So this track is called the Horse Thief Mile because it's exactly 0.99 miles long. I think it's supposed to be 1 mile exactly, but I guess by this game's measuring system it is 0.99.
Focus on the lights. Nothing else matters now. Complete your plane to defend that top position.
And we're off. Brian's taking the lead. Map looks like a baby marsupial. Going for the inside pass. Looks like it might stick. I think he's right there though. And bumping into me. This is a real life... oh god. I've been bumped. This is a real life track in California. It's actually like a bunch of different racetracks all in the same place. This is not the most famous Willow Springs track, but it is one of the two in this game. Gran Turismo 6 also has Willow Springs, and it has a different extra track as well. Oh god, no. Help. Help. Probably shouldn't be in third gear, probably should be in second, but that's beside the point. Where is Brian gone? He had a bit of an off. I'm now way in the lead now. Can't choose who to cheer for. So you'll cheer for me. Thank you, Semi. You're not Semi. You're not a semi-truck. At least last time I checked, you weren't. I don't think you can play as Semi in American Truck Simulator. Oh dear, I'm hitting things. Although maybe that's only because Alabama has not been modeled yet. And probably won't be for some time because they've only gotten as far east as Nevada. Or I think Arizona, actually. I'm playing a lot of Euro Truck Sim 2. I've played like about 2 hours of that game. Then I bought American Truck Simulator and played about 2 hours of that game. Well, they are pretty great games. I need to play American Truck Sim or Euro Truck Sim 2. I have them both. I need to play more. Maybe I'll stream them because that's an exciting game to watch. Not really. It's a very relaxing game though, so I guess if I want to do like a super chill stream, that might be a good game to do it with. I feel like a lot of these games that I mentioned playing are like games that I only get around to playing if I was streaming more often, like every day. Or almost every day. Which I actually was doing for a bit. But then the past month or so, haven't been quite as frequent. Thanks to finals and final projects and other things. I have yet to lose a race so far tonight. So I feel like it's about time for someone to beat me, but it doesn't seem to be happening. I have to join like that 20-person lobby. Maybe we'll see if we can all join one of those lobbies at one point if we want to. Don't have to, of course. I need to stream Skyrim. I've never played that, but I own it, so maybe. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4. That game looked interesting. I actually had it on my Steam wish list at one point in time, but then removed it for some reason. Maybe it's still there, I don't know. Fallout's like 200 BRLs. That's a lot of BRLs. I don't know how many BRLs is $1 US. Presumably it's not 1-to-1 ratio, because $200 for a game would be quite a lot of money for a game. I would not recommend spending $200 in a game unless it's like Steel Battalion with the controller or something ridiculous like that. Where, you know, you're an authentic copy of Stadium Events or NES, the Nintendo World Championships. 3.3 BRL per US dollar. That's not bad then. That's like $60 or so. In fact, it's almost exactly $60 American money.
Great job. You were the best out there today. First class.
I am first class, apparently. No, do not exit. I keep wanting to exit. I can't. Cannot do that. I take it if you pay close to that Fallout 4, you got the collector's edition. I bought it in the season pass twice. Why'd you need to buy the season pass twice? It's the lobby that I'm in, Rainy. And see ya, Bryant. Thanks for playing. Let me do an easy track. Brands Hatch, and yeah, that's an easy track. You bought it for your cousin. Ah, I see. That makes sense. So yeah, right, you just refresh the servers, and you should see one where it says, I'm the room owner or whatever. And then you can join that one. Aha! Radykins has joined in. I was about to ask someone to put a new GIF. Those are cars, indeed. That is a... it's a Jimmy. What a dumb name for a car. The Jimmy. I think GMC also made a Jimmy for some reason. It's two different manufacturers who made a car called the Jimmy. Which I guess is not as bad as Nissan making a car called the Cedric. Which they did once. Jimmy is a great name. It is a great name. But it's kind of funny to have that name be the name of a car. Like, it doesn't sound like a car-y name. Why is there no AI? I don't know. I have it set to have AI. But it doesn't happen. I don't know why. I don't know why the game refuses to put the AI on the track, but that seems to be the case. Have it enabled. It's actually Jimny with an N. Is it really? It's an even weirder name. I think we've lost Rainy already. Nothing works. That's not good. If I go backwards, it's going to disqualify me, so I can't do that, sorry. I would go backwards. It won't send inputs. Oh no. Did you restart the game after you plugged in the controller? Because you'll probably need to do that. But yeah, the GMC Jimmy was called a Jimmy, Jimmy. As I guess when he says the Suzuki is called a Jimny, Jimny. I did it. The subject of bad cars. I should talk about some of the bad cars I've had the pleasure of knowing in my life. My dad used to have, back in the early 2000s, a Dodge Caravan, which was a weird vehicle because it had 3 doors. It had, the front doors, and then it had one sliding door on the right side of the car, but it had no other doors on the left side of the car. So it was a very bizarre thing. But eventually that broke, got replaced. My dad went to a dealership and bought a Saturn Relay, then went home and researched it, because researching cars after you buy them is the proper way of researching cars. And discovered that it was rated as the single worst reliable car for the 2005 model year. Which was great, and he had it for like 2 years. And it didn't actually break per se, although the side doors had a habit, because they were like sliding doors like, vans have. They had a habit of not closing properly and would randomly reopen, which fortunately never happened while it was actually moving, but you'd usually have to try to close the door twice before it would actually close. But eventually he got rid of that because he wanted a newer car. Got a Ford Explorer, which he had for a few years. That was a decent car, and then he had a midlife crisis, bought a Mustang. she's had for the past year or so. It's a pretty cool car. I like it. And then my grandpa had for a long time, he might still have actually, an old early 90s Chrysler Imperial, which I actually thought was a pretty nice car, but apparently looking at the Wikipedia article one time of list of cars with a notable negative reception, or notable for a negative reception, that was one of the cars on the article, so what do I know? Probably not much. Well, I've managed to not lap Rainy, so I think that's an achievement, considering her controller didn't work. Your dad had a green Camaro with black racing stripes. You'll never top that. Nope. I don't think you'll ever be able to top that. I agree. My dad's Mustang is red with no stripes because it's the base model. You paid less for the Mustang than my mom did for her new Camry. Your dad had a Ford Fiesta. That's pretty cool. They sell that car here, and it's a weird looking car. The one where it's like shaped like a regular car and it's not a hatchback, because it's like narrower than any other car on the market, and it's like sits really tall as well. So it just has this weird looking stance where it's like a tall and narrow. Oh yeah, my dad's Mustang, the back seat is only usable if you're a paraplegic. Like the way he sits in the car, his front seat is literally touching the back seat. So it's kind of not usable for anyone with legs. This is the car that Vinny's dad had. It's a neat little car. I don't know if I've actually seen that before. They don't have that version in America, but it's a neat little car. I like the late 90s Ford styling where everything is really circular and bubbly. I think like a lot of manufacturers did that. Like Dodge did that too, their new Dodge branding. I really like the late 90s type cars in general. Rainy, are you giving up, or do you want to try again? Marty has joined in. That's cool. I need to set a track. Let's do... This is almost an oval, but not really. Now let's do it oval. You can only use the arrow keys or you're out. Alright, that's fine. Let me do 8 laps on the oval with, hold on, I need modern stock car. There we go. So this is a fake oval. It's not a real oval, but it's the closest thing to an oval. It's not your dad's car, but it's the same model and color. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's one of the newer Camaros. For some reason in my head I had it being like one of the old 60s Camaros. I don't know why, but yeah. That new Camaro is pretty cool. I recently remodeled it, so I think the newer version looks nicer.
Okay, mate, focus on those lights. Let's get a clean getaway to defend that pole position into the first corner.
Although you would expect that, really. You know, they updated the styling for modern times. Well, the track turns left, that's good. It's a good start. Let's go right. I'll look at your car, Vinny, after this race. You want an Audi? Audis are pretty nice. Also, They're not the cheapest things in the world, but I like them. I really like the old TT, the first Gen 1. I think it's a really cool looking car.
Nice one. Good first lap.
Maybe it's only because it was in Midtown Madness 2, and it's like one of my favorite games ever, but I think it's a really neat looking car. But yeah, currently the cars in our household include a 2015 Camry in black, 2015 Mustang in red, and then I have, my grandpa gave me his old Avalon, so I have that to drive, even though I still don't have my license. I need to get that eventually. I think we were planning on getting it by the end of the year, but then that got delayed again. I'll probably get it by the time I die of old age, we'll see. But yeah, he has an old, or I now have an old Avalon from like 07. And now my grandpa has a new Avalon. I need to drive more and get my license. See, we both need to drive more and get our licenses. We should, like, motivate each other to get our licenses. I think after this race, I'm going to see if I can join one of those big lobbies and show my prowess against other people who play this game regularly. Oh, this guy seems to be doing pretty well. Oh, he's off. I can take advantage, hopefully. Yeah, I'm gaining on him. Oh, now I'm off. And now I've ruined all the time I had gained there. You yell at me every day, but I'm not allowed to yell at you. That's fine, that works for me. I don't have a problem with that. I'll just kindly mention it to you every once in a while. I was 0.002 seconds faster than my opponent in that sector, I think. Or either that compared to my best lap, I don't know. Probably to my best lap. I can give you gifts such as city car driving on Steam, so you can learn how to drive in a city with a car. Ryan actually gifted me that game, so I will stream that at some point soon. It's definitely the type of game I will stream. I think I'm going to lose this race, unfortunately, unless this guy makes an error. It'll be the first race I've lost, so that's something. Like Golf and Worms. I actually made a Worms playing golf game that actually happened called Worms Crazy Golf. And I have it and it's okay. Not very good, but not very bad either. But yes, I also like Worms and Golf. That's why I gave you those games. Actually, I gave a lot of people those games. If you didn't have a wish list and I was giving a game to you, I gave you those two games, basically. I lost. Second place. 2.5 seconds back. Well done, Marty. I will exit. Let's see what servers are on right now. This one has 19 players in it. Let's join it. It's going to be 8 laps, 15 minutes qualifying. So I get to see qualifying. I want McLaren. Can I actually... Okay, that's fine. I wanted to change the color. changing the color is about the most complicated thing in the world in this game. Like, it does not save, so you have to manually go in to like your garage and change it there each time. They give you 2 games you really want it by coincidence. Yeah, it was just pure luck that you got those. I was actually worried that you weren't going to like them. Yeah, you don't have to get us gifts, Cathador. Don't worry about it. I gave Seme Worms Armageddon and Golf with Your Friends, which are both great games. Because I wouldn't give bad games to people, except to Tim, because I gave him a Barbie game. I didn't know what else to get him. Qualifying's almost over. I'm not going to have time to do a lap, I don't think. I have to do, like, a lap in under a minute 15 here, and it's probably not going to happen. I think this trek usually runs around a minute and a half. So I'll just get some practice. On Christmas you get free Japanese food. That sounds pretty good. Oh no. My lap time's invalidated because I went off the track. Also, XSplit says high CPU performance detected, which is not a good sign. It means this game is using up all the CPU. Yeah, I played a lot of Worms Armageddon. I remember when I first played the game, I didn't realize there was more than one weapon, because I didn't realize you could right-click. So I saw all the AI using like grenades and whatnot, and I was just shooting everyone with the bazooka every turn, which is not how you play the game well. I find that one of the most effective ways to play that game is to use the shotgun a lot. Bring your own Chinese, that's interesting. I guess they'll just have to change the name to BYOC/J. Bring your own Chinese/Japanese. Or just condense it all to BYOA, bring your own Asian. Except not an actual Asian person. We've been over why we shouldn't eat actual Asians. Actually, we haven't been over why we shouldn't, because I've been I haven't saying you should, but you actually shouldn't. Yeah. No, I'm gonna have enough time to finish a lap here. That's fine. Just set a new best sector one time, though. Oh, that's personal. It's not the best out of everyone. I do not condone cannibalism. I'll put that out here now. So I qualified 13th because I didn't have time to put in a lap and actually qualify.
Let's try and make up some ground here off the line.
Yeah,
Keep it
this is
clean,
going to be,
keep
see
your
how many
wheels back.
positions we can gain.
Green, green, green. Go, go, go.
Aston had a slow start. I got bumped. Oop, and I bumped him. That's not good. I'm way off. I got a penalty for going too far off. I don't like the penalties in this game. They seem a bit too strict. That's 10 seconds. Wow. Or maybe it was 5 seconds in a row, because I don't think that was 10 seconds. One thing you'll notice is that I'm kind of bad at passing people cleanly, so I don't like to run into people, so I'm kind of really conservative when it comes to passing them. And sometimes things happen like that. I just run really far wide. Or I don't even know if that was entirely my fault, because I got bumped, but I kind of hit the other guy, incidentally. He spun. I'm already ahead of where I was before, that's good. Notice a lot of people will like to quit out of races once they spin out, so there's 17 people right now. There will probably be less than that by the end of this race. There's only 6 laps, I thought it was going to be 8. Have you ever watched Alien? I have not. Not really into horror movies in general. Or movies at all in general. I have nothing against movies, I just don't get around to watching them that often. Oh man, new Grand Tour tomorrow, that'll be cool. Has anyone here been watching the Grand Tour? So I have some thoughts that I could share, but I don't know if anyone else has seen it and would therefore be interested in said thoughts. Well, regardless, I will tell you my thoughts anyway. My thoughts are... Oh, don't do this again. That's okay. I can pass the Aston. Or is he... I don't know where he is. I think he left. My thoughts of the Grand Tour are that it's not quite as good as Top Gear, but it's still pretty good. I can come over and watch Saw with you. That sounds fun. Oh no, I'm getting past. That's 8th place. How is he in 8th place? Oh. Okay. I guess he was in 9th. So I'm passing him. 8th place has gone wide. I'm now in 8th. Now I'm in 8th, yes. Yeah, I kind of have a bit of a phobia for scary movies. I try to avoid them. But this one time I was at a Dave and... This isn't a movie, but it's like a scary thing. I was at a Dave & Buster's with one of my friends once. Believe it or not, I have friends in real life. Can you believe that? But this particular friend is currently in Canada, so... kind of hard to meet up with him when he's in Canada. And he also moved away to Boston a couple years ago. I know he's in college in Canada, so don't get to see him that often anymore. But we're at Dave & Buster's once, and they had this like horror game type thing where you shoot the evil people, the zombie things, and they come at you in a horror-like fashion, and you shoot them with your your shooty gun things that you have in the arcades, and it makes really loud noises and stuff, and the loud noises in particular, I don't like those, so I was kind of just standing kind of outside the cabinet, sort of playing, but also sort of trying to avoid playing. Phobia for scary movies is called common sense. I'm glad someone understands me. Shooty gun things. Well, you know what I mean. The light guns. Oh man, we've got a race here now for 7th place. It's really a 3-car race. That BMW is involved as well. And am I ahead? I'm gonna have to go wide here, I think. Oh, that was cheap. That was cheap. You ran me into the wall. Okay, let me explain to you. It was not like a regular arcade machine. It was like this little enclosure thing with like curtains on either side, and you sat inside it to play. And I was like not sitting inside the enclosure. I was like outside the enclosure. You know, something I've always wanted to do but never have done is ride a roller coaster. I feel like that's something... oh, 15 bloody seconds. I disagree with the ruling on the field. Promise I'm usually better than this. This has just not been a good race for me. You get your health back, you're going skydiving. Skydiving is not something I particularly want to do ever. Partially because I have a pretty big fear of heights, and you know, skydiving, oh god, this is bad corner. Skydiving involves heights, and also the slight possibility of death if the parachute fails, which, granted, is unlikely. However, it is not impossible. In the same way that nothing is impossible. It's like the same type of irrational fear that makes people not like airplanes, except probably slightly less irrational. I'm focusing too much on reading the chat and not enough on the road ahead. Which is why you should not text and drive, kids, because you'll end up driving around like me. I'm a living, breathing example of why you should not read literature and drive an automobile at the same time. I've never played Gone Home. Wasn't it free at one point? I don't think I ever got it though. Maybe it's still free. A living example of why you should get your license. That is true, yes. Oh dear. It was a bad incident. I need to get out of the way of these guys. You know, second to last. It's not good. Usually I'm around like 5th place. Or 4th. Given there's only 13 people here. Man, am I not doing well at this whole shifting thing. I blame it on not having shifted or played games with manual transmission in a while. I've played a bunch of Forza Horizon 3, which uses, well, it has the option for manual, but I play automatic there, just because it's kind of a more arcadey game. Whereas this is a more simulation-y game, and therefore demands the use of manual transmission. Well, you can use automatic, but I feel like for a more authentic experience, it's good to use a manual transmission. Yeah, I know it was on like itch.io, not Steam. So at that point, why bother if I can inflate a number? That number being the number of Steam games I own. It's getting close to 400 now. It's like 393 maybe? I don't know. So I haven't checked because I got some games today as Christmas gifts. So 393 is a guess. It was at like 389 earlier today, I think. What about a horror racing game? I would play that, yeah. If you really want to artificially inflate your number of games on Steam number, well, one, you can just download free games, and two, there is, on Bundle Stars, an option. At least it was a couple days ago. Presumably it still exists. the ability to buy 28 Steam games for $1, and they're all like puzzle and mahjong games. And like, I was tempted to buy it, to stream it, but then I realized they're all going to be the same boring game, and it's not even worth $1. You have marginally more games than I do, Vinny. If I can stay within the top 10, I will not be completely disappointed in myself. Although I'm still mostly disappointed in myself. Sorry if I didn't see your message. It's hard when you're playing a racing game like this. Yeah, Indie Gala has some great bundles as well. You should write another paragraph, Seme. I don't know what you're writing, but you should write it. I guess your fiction story that you've been working on lately. I have 398. Okay. That's more than I thought, honestly. Maybe include some free games that I uninstalled and don't appear anymore or something like that. Post-apocalyptic love story. That sounds pretty cool. Alright. I guess I'll hang around for another race. You have to go to a party. You should go to the party, Fairy. You should socialize. I went to a Christmas gathering last Sunday on my dad's side of the family. It was pretty fun. Happens every year. There were more presents this year than there usually were. Although I didn't get anything particularly exciting because I'm an adult now. And adults don't get gifts that are as exciting as the kids do. Got a bunch of candy though, which is great because we already had a bunch of candy. And my dad's clients give him desserts for Christmas, and we share those as a family. And that means it's a lot of desserts type substances that are in this household right now. If you include a qualifying practice... Oh, I can't read that. As an adult, you're more excited about the not exciting gifts. Well, like, my gifts weren't even the non-exciting gifts you can get excited about. Like, one was just this puzzle where it's like a screw, but there's like a little thing in this on the screw, and you have to figure out how to get it off. And like, I guess that's cool for like 10 seconds, but then after that you get, it gets kind of boring. And then it was like most of the stuff I got is candy and gift cards. I think I got one to Subway, one to Target. So I mean, free money is cool, can't complain about that. You'd really like sheets, and you also asked for clothes. I mean, those are cool things. I remember when I was like 5 or so, I asked for a bucket for Christmas, and I got it. There might have been one year where I actually asked for like socks or something ridiculous like that as a kid. Hi, CPU usage detected. Thank you, Exploit. Your mom's gonna give you money for your trip. That's cool. I always get money from my parents and other things as well. I get lots of stuff. I get more stuff than I probably deserve to get, honestly.
Put together all your best sectors for one perfect lap.
Alrighty. Let's do this. Flying lap, let's make it good. I'm not going to look at the chat this lap because I want it to be good. I'm going to focus. It's not a concept. I'm wide, that's not good. Didn't get as much speed as I wanted to out of the corner. I was just kind of all around sloppy right now. Could have come out a lot faster there. Stream won't load for you, oh no. I guess it's time for you to write. Someone tell Seme I said thank you for watching. And tell her to write yet another paragraph. That's I don't think it's gonna be a very good lap, honestly. We'll see where it puts me. First place, alright. Although most people probably haven't. I don't think anyone's done a lap yet. I think it was the first one. Oh, wow. I already screwed this lap up. I did not say that, Fairy. It's not what I said. I'm not being rude. Fairy's the one who's being rude. Although I can't say this in the chat because I'm racing. I don't say anything highly inappropriate, Fairy. Yeah, Vinny's got it. Vinny is helping me. You should listen to Vinny, Nicole /Seme /Thekilda / I need to eat gluten, or need to stop eating gluten rather. With so many different names. I'm down to 3rd place now. This is enough time for most people to finish a lap, I guess. I think he's going to go for a pass. This guy behind me, maybe not. He does seem to be faster than me. Kind of cut him off there, but that's alright. Should be able to hold him for the rest of the lap, because the rest of the lap is fast. Oh, he's gaining on me, actually. There we go. I think that's going to be a better lap. Oh, the stream's been loading for a while. Thank you for the follow. Whoever that was, didn't get a chance to read your name, unfortunately. Oh, he's going. Oh. Okay, I'll let him by. Although he's ruined this lap. Actually, let me just return to the pit box and drive out again because you have a certain amount of fuel and you can only do a few laps in qualifying without running out of fuel. So I'm just gonna You know, that lap's already screwed up, so I'll just reset so that way I have more fuel. So is Naruto still a thing? Or Naruto, depending on how you pronounce it. I don't think so. I think that ended. Like after a billion years, it ended recently. Although I never paid any attention to it. Uh-oh. That was a bad spin out. That's why I don't like second gear. Because it's easier to spin out in second gear than it is in higher gears. But it's also because I'm bad. Yes, right, Pink, right. You should just write a page that the only word it has on it is Hank and just have no explanation for that whatsoever. Alrighty. Let's go. Oh, there's people. Okay, this is probably not going to be a good lap here. Just... Oh, yeah, definitely not going to be a good lap. People were right in front of me, which is not good. Some things like that can happen. You know, I've got to go for... Oh, I've been disconnected. Was I banned because I hit that guy? I mean, I had to go for it. I guess I just hit too many people and they said, nope, do not do that. Although to be fair, he had already spun out, so why did it matter? I just ruined myself. Or maybe it broke. That's also a possibility. Here we go. I can join in again. Oh, it says clean racing. Maybe they did. Maybe they were unhappy. The fact that I ran into them. That's like the only server with people on it too. What is... Oh, I remember Hank the Dank Tank. Oh man, this was great. I don't know why it says installed. I don't have it on any device. Man, this was a great game. Can't believe I forgot about Hank the Dank Tank. Should you get pie? Yes, you should get pie, Semite. Also, what was the car you had earlier, Vinny? I found it. Ah, it's a Renault Logan. See, that's a car with a person's name. There are people named Logan. It's a neat little car. Not sold in the States, but... In fact, Renault does not exist in the States. Do I have things on Android? You know, I do actually. I do have some Android games loaded up that I can play. So, because I think I'm done with Project Cars for now. So, I guess I should do that. Oh, hey! I received a gift. Thank you, Rather on Fire. Unable to add gift. Accept. Why can I not do it? I want to accept it. I think someone else had an issue with this earlier, so that's why I'm not concerned. Unable to add gift. Can I add it to my inventory? No. I'll just minimize that and try again later, I guess. But thank you again. Rather, even though I don't think he's watching. In the EU, it is sold by Dacia. Or Dacia, however you pronounce it. Good news! The Dacia Sandero is a car that exists, and that's a Top Gear reference. Hooray, yay. Woo! So I loaded, I downloaded some new Android emulators because I didn't like BlueStacks. It had too many ads and it was too nosy and stuff like that. So I downloaded this thing called Droid 4X, which is pretty great. Let me see if I can find the installation pictures for it. Yeah, so this is some of the screens. Apps install. Oh, that's not good. This is some of the screens I saw when installing this program. Mobile game as desktop game immediately. Battery life never concerned. Screen bigger than bigger. Shockier sensory. Infinite wireless data usage. I love this, you know. Screen bigger than bigger is probably my favorite line ever. Although shockier sensory comes as a close second. But you know, when I think of a screen size that I want a bigger screen. I want it bigger, not just bigger than big, no, bigger than bigger. You know, because that's biggest. I want the biggest screen size. And I don't want to be concerned about battery life unless you're playing it on a laptop, in which case you would still need to be concerned about battery life. So that's kind of a lie. And yes, it is 11:40 p.m. in East Coast America. Yay, different time zone laws in America and Brazil. Here's another screenshot. Location simulation make you everywhere. Assign location everywhere. Have joke with your social friend as you go somewhere amazing, you know, as opposed to your anti-social friend. You got your social friend. And you can be made everywhere thanks to location simulation. That's fantastic. I installed Sonic Dash to make sure it worked. It works. That's good to know. Let me change the title. Some bad Android games. What's the thing? Select game. Games and demos. There we go. That's my go-to. So, actually, I only have one installed right now, but I can install more later. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. This is Rolocco RC. Saw this in the store. It looked interesting because it looks like you can drive radio control cars in real life remotely. And just the concept of this seems really bizarre. It's just called car racing, which is strange. Let's race. And it's loading, apparently. Internet connection must be fast and stable. Alright. Is that a warning telling me I don't have a fast and stable internet connection and therefore I cannot play this? Coins. I don't want to buy coins. No. No, thank you. Maybe it doesn't think my internet connection is fast and stable enough because I'm playing on an emulator. Let me try again. Ah, that's a shame. It looks like a cool idea. But then was foiled by not working. But that's okay because we can try this other emulator that I have. Maybe this one works. This one looks like a full-blown operating system. My internet is great, that's true. It actually is pretty good. So I feel like it's an emulator issue, not an internet issue. I like how my stream has ads for other streams here. That's top quality. With Remix OS and patience, nothing is impossible. Are you saying that it takes time to get part of this to work properly? Is that what you're saying? Oh, I remember this. The mouse is just, ugh. It's like, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't move the same way as in Windows. It's a lot of artificial speeding up of the mouse. We've got to activate Google Play services. You're going to live in my closet so you can steal my Wi-Fi and stream stuff. I have no problem with that. If you want to come over, go for it. Download and have fun. Nice, juicy. Yeah, that moment when forgot to install iFunny. What is this? Why is this here? I do not want iFunny. Also, I have Hearthstone, incidentally. I did not install that, but I guess now I have no excuse to not play Hearthstone with Seme now. Sign in. Okay. Hold on a minute, because it's probably going to do that thing where it shows what you're typing when you enter the password, which would not be ideal. That's my email. Also, Roller Coaster Tycoon, the original, like 1 and 2, came out on Android and iOS yesterday, and that is the best thing. It is $5.99 to buy and has some expansions for in-app purchases. And it controls pretty well. The only issue I have with it is that, at least on my phone, there is some significant frame rate issues on more complicated parts, but beyond that, it works pretty well. Did I just sign in? I did just sign in. Well done, Google. I did. Yeah, I don't live that far for you. 10 hours. That would be like an all-day drive if I had a car, or a license rather, but I don't. No need to hold. Where is my mouse? There it is. Yeah, Bryant is fairly close to me, actually. Hey, we can play. Oh man, are you excited to play PewDiePie's Tuber Simulator? No. No. Or Angry Birds Blast. No, what we want to play is Rolo. Good God, what is this keyboard doing? That's R-A-L-O-C-O space R-C. What in the name of God is going on here? Why is this happening? How have I typed this? Is there like a key that's being pressed? No, if I hold shift, it's now the euro sign. Well, this is a bit of an issue. Hold on. If I press this keyboard here, English, no, this is not a keyboard that I want. QWERTY 2. Yes. It is English US. Okay. Yes, that one. There. Did we do it now? Can I enter letters and they appear as they should? No, now nothing happens when I type. Great. Alt 225. Alt 225. Nope, that doesn't do anything. This is great. So you can see I've not used this much. Set up, layout, English, US. Yes. Indeed. Okay, is there like a check thing? That one. Can we, oh, there we go. Hey, it's working now. I fixed it somehow. Alrighty, Roloco RC. See if it works this time. You're not entirely sure where I live, nor do you have means of traveling there. I live in the great state of Virginia, in the United States of America, in North America, on Earth, in the solar system, in the Milky Way, in the universe. Oh man, it runs in a window. Wow, this is like literally they've made a custom operating system for this. I would like to race. I don't have a fast and stable internet connection for this either. I probably don't know my exact address, Brian, so I don't think I've made that public, and I hope I haven't made that public. That would be a bad thing to have made public. You'd have to do a lot of work to be able to find it. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. Nicole does not know, I don't think. I know one person vaguely... I know one person vaguely related to Tim Chat who knows, but I don't think they've ever watched my stream. And the only reason they know is because they shipped me an amiibo once. You do know my full name, that's true. You even know my middle name, which is Alakazam, except not really. It's not my middle name. Why are these applications updating? I don't want them to update. It is neither Emerald nor Ping, although it is one. It's one of Emerald's friends. Tin and there you go. That's it. Tin and Steelian. And the N is just like the letter N, like Ulysses S. Grant is the letter S. Might have forgot my middle name. It's easy to forget because it's another first name. I have 3 first names, which is strange. And I need to see. Nope. You see all my apps to see what I've downloaded recently, because I downloaded some things and then deleted them because I didn't want them on my phone, but it might be interesting. Some Penguin simulators, a couple of them. Let's go ahead and install these, why not? Cute Penguin Simulator 2017 and Arctic Penguin. That'll be cool. This is just some weird Endless Runner thing. Lego Go Build is a neat idea, but kind of glitchy at the moment. Might be it actually. Crazy pop-ups. This is a neat little thing where it's just like, it looks like Windows 95 and you have to close all the pop-ups before they fill the screen. It's kind of funny. And that's it, I think, that I've found. Of course, it doesn't mean that's the only bad Android things on here. I'm sure I can find many more. One thing I actually wanted to do let's look at a bunch of Minecraft things. So I've finally gotten into Minecraft after like 1 billion years. You dated a guy whose middle name was Bond, like James Bond. How often did that person state the phrase James Bond? You still know Snow Phoenix's first name? I don't think I know his first name. And my middle name is not Wolfgang. Fairy. My middle name is actually Crazy Penguin. Didn't this say 2017 on Steam? Not Steam, Google Play. Oh man, Christmas ads. Got it. No, I do not want to install iFunny. I can think of few things that are less funny. This app requires the latest version of the Google Play Games app. Okay, sure. If you say so. The neat thing about Remix OS is that it runs Android 6. Right, and I think it's the only emulator that does, actually. They all run like 4.2.2 still seems to be the standard. I don't want to run Google Play Games. I want to run Crazy Penguin Simulator. There are a couple people in my school that have my same first name. We can be these different penguins. I'll be the Emperor one, even though he has no stats. I feel bad for him. Oh, is this tilt controls? Okay, oh, this is just an endless runner. That was gonna be like an actual simulator game. Instead, I have to... Oh, that just changes the orientation. It does not actually tilt. Well, that's a disappointment. How do I exit? Escape. That worked. How about Arctic Penguin? Best friend in high school was named after a classical novel. Yeah, as somebody said, I was named after a classical author. Happened to be Nathaniel Hawthorne, author of The Scarlet Letter, which I had to read in high school and was not a fan of. It's loading, even though it's already loaded. I'm a young capital P penguin. Go find some fish and mark my territory. Alright. You know, just like in the real world, collect the glowing orbs. That's a seal walking on the side of a mountain. That was an attack. It attacked me. Yeah, Emma's a pretty great name. Some reason I really like names that start with vowels for some reason. Specifically A and E. I don't know about names that start with I. Actually, how many names are there that start with I? I can't think of any off the top of my head. Besides something like Ingrid, which I don't think is an actual name. Irene, that's a name. I remember that hurricane. Did things. Happened like a week after that big earthquake. And like, we had to get some repairs done on our house after the earthquake. There's, I think, a crack in our chimney or something that had to be repaired. And 2 days after we fixed that, the hurricane came and messed it all up. So we had to fix it again. This is my attack, by the way. I just fiddly diddle with my arms. That's a Russian name. Start with I. I can also swim. That's good. Penguins can swim in real life, so this makes sense. Indiana. I don't know if anyone named Indiana in real life. I don't know if that's an actual name that people give to their kids. I mean, it probably is. Ian, yeah, that's a name. Hungry now. Or, I'm sorry, energy low, hunt now. I don't know how to hunt. I guess can I attack this wolf? No, I died. That's a game. That's not very good, as you might expect. That was high graphics quality, by the way. Only the best in graphics. I don't like the ads in this player. I don't like the way they've made it into this whole operating system thing. It's kind of annoying and inconvenient. You should try and sleep. Yeah, you should. I thought you were going to sleep like an hour ago. That's why you stopped playing Project Cars. So I think I like Droid 4X better. Also has this nice red graphics, which looks kind of gaudy, but I also really like it. I know an Ian. I actually teach an Ian. I don't know if I'm technically a teacher, but at my tech support job at high school, my boss, who is the only other person in the department, has a tech intern class, and whenever I'm working there and the class is on, I help out with that. So I guess I sort of teach them, and there are 2 people in that class, and one of them is named Ian. Yeah, you do need to be asleep. If you go to work at 6:30, 6.5 hours, it's not a lot of sleep you'll be able to get, Brian. It's like maybe 6 hours if you can run to work. I don't know how far work is away from you. I don't know what Super SU is, but it's been downloaded. Wait, where did my Google Play go? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I need ideas for bad Steam games to look at. Your stepsister is dating a person named Ian. There you go. Sonic the Hedgehog games. Any new Sonic games? Like Subway Sonic Surf Run. What is this? Subway Run. Let's maximize this. Subway Run is an awesome infinity running game. Read more, please. From the creators of Sonic Subway Rush is an award-winning... What award did you win, please? Award-winning adventure-scrolling action... It's not a game, it's just an action. It takes place in a beautiful, lush forest full of funny people, monster flowers, and trees. Like paradise, although the forest has air straight out of a fairy tale. What? The forest has air straight out of a fairy tale. They took the fairy tale, imported the air, the oxygen that the characters breathed, and put it in this forest. You learned that you can't write crack, and my Taco Tom smut will never happen. You can only write serious smut. Aw. That's alright. That's alright, Seme. I can imagine that writing Taco Tom smut might be difficult. It might be hard to do it seriously. But regardless, the atmosphere seems very strange. Empire off-road zombie... What? The atmosphere seems very strange. Empire off-road zombie Lego. Now you're just throwing random words that might trigger the search result. You control one of the inhabitants of the forest, Castle Rust, to find out what's going on. 3D Run Fast Animals Run is a 3D you can show off your jumping, shooting, and sliding skill to collect the highest coins for upgrading. Run and dash throughout the castle. Rushing the endless game and pick up free special items you must not miss out. You must not. Enjoy the high quality graphic, just the one, and exciting music. Oh no, there's more. Features. Endless runner with great graphics and fun animations. One-on-one multiplayer race off-road. Exciting power-ups, minions. Oh, please, God, no. And upgrades. Avoid bad guys. Bad hyphen guys, rather. And jungle animals. Spider chicken. Spider chicken, my favorite jungle animal. It was... I got another gift. This is the one that didn't work. Does it work now? No, it doesn't. If I close out of this, maybe I can redeem it again later. I got another gift, I think. 2 new gifts. Tin. I don't even know what this is, but I'll accept it. I'll add it to my library. Cranks and oh, that was the game I wanted, actually. Looked pretty cool. A game that came out. Yay, Pac-Man's at it. Cranks and Goggles is like a racing game. They race cars from the 1920s. There it is. Looks pretty cool. So, that's cool. Thank you, Jason, even though you're not watching. You should play the game I gave you. You know what? I should, but Brian, I know you're going to want to watch that, and you need to go to sleep, so I don't know if that would be... That might be bad for you. But I might do it anyway. But first, we've got to play Subway Sonic Surf Run first. I mean, we have to. We'll play this, and then we'll talk about city car driving. Because I do kind of like that idea. But we got to learn the controls. Touch the screen anywhere to jump and hold to fly. Alright. Tap to jump. Yep, you already mentioned that, but sure. Solo campaign with 90 exceptional levels. This is I have a feeling this is just going to be that same platforming game we've seen 100 times already. Intuitive controls combined with an innovative design levels, experience stunning heroes audiovisual game. Supports Android phones and tablets. Well, I'm glad it supports Android devices on the Google Play Store, you know. Imagine if it supported like the N-Gage or something. That would be a hoot. More levels and content to come in future updates. I somehow doubt that. We expect all players, Super Hedgehog Ninja and Super Sonic Paradise Adventure, have a great time playing it. Please rate and thanks for playing. Rated E for everyone. Contains ads. Let's install this game. Subway Sonic Surf Run. I have no idea what this is, but I know what to expect it to be. Look at that horribly pixelated Sonic Dash picture, which is just a guide. What? What does this have to do with Sonic? It's Harambe in a jungle. I was not expecting this. This is that same game. Oh no, it's not. It's Sonic. Metal Sonic. You don't play as Harambe. It's a tease. Why is there just a gorilla standing there? Why am I collecting the coin from Super Mario? I shouldn't even be asking that. There's another gorilla. Also, they didn't use the good music that's used in a lot of these. Just use some generic garbage. And yes, the coins are bananas, apparently. They pride themselves in consistency. Well, you see, when Metal Sonic digests a banana, it turns into a coin. That's how it works, clearly. Alrighty, I've had enough of this. I've also had enough of T-Mobile. The Super Jungle Sonic Run looks like exactly the same game, but it's a classic free game, so you know. Actually, this looks different. It has buttons. This might not be the same game. Although I feel like I've read this before. Fly in this adventure and become a enjoy. Are there any gorillas in Sonic? I don't think so. I don't think there are any gorillas in the Sonic universe. Do you love playing with lively animated characters? Do you love playing funny arcade games? If your answer is big yes, just download Super Jungle Sonic Run Adventure Man now. As you play more, you will become a master to climb more obstacles and unlock levels. Super Sonic Adventure is an attractive game for all people, not only for kids. For a different world. Fly in this adventure and become a enjoy. If you want to become an enjoy, Alice, then you should download Super Jungle Sonic Run. I want to become an enjoy, so I'm going to download it. What are these? Oh man, Super Sonic of Smash Brothers. Run with Sonic in Super Adventure. Some horrible monsters attack the world of Sonic. You should help Sonic to destroy them. And also there are many levels to unlock and fight. At the end, Dr. Eggman is the last level. If you are a fan of Sonic Saga Hedgehog and you like all Sonic games, even Sonic Free Riders is the best game for you. Okay. I will download Super Sonic of Smash Brothers. Oh, come back. I want to see the other ones. No. Where's... Oh, it's gone now. Oh, there it is. There are a lot more Sonic knockoff games than I realized. Here's Super Sonic Speed. Sonic Speed can stop invasion? Sonic come with a new adventure. Dr. Eggman and his army prepare for a new invasion. You should help Sonic to destroy his project. Super Sonic Speed, the best game for adventure, looks like Super Adventure Bros or Sonic Adventure Saga Speed and full of action. You can do amazing jump to skip traps and de-story all enemy. Use Sonic Speed to complete the level and unlock new worlds. What you should to do is touching the screen in right time and realize fantastic jump. Mini charactering is available in this game. Tail, Amy, Shadow. Tails lost one of his tails. He's just Tail now. Just finish the level to unlock the new character. Supersonic Speed is free game. Download it now. Created by Happy Soft. Isn't that the company that made Hong Kong 97? Good God, they've really branched out, have they? Why are we not playing City Car Driving Sim? Because Supersonic Speed is more important, except it's the same game, so we don't need to download it. They haven't hidden the fact that this is the same game in the pictures. Supersonic Run Flash, Supersonic Bros, they just took the same picture and shrunk it. Here's Supersonic Speed Run, Jungle Sonic World Bros. Fast Sonic of World Run. How many are these? Piano Adele, Magic White Tile. Become professional pianist with your favorite artist. Have you ever dreamed of becoming a professional pianist? Like Beethoven, Chopin, or Mozart? And play all your favorite singers' music? Have you ever dreamed of playing Adele songs and prepare yourself for the magic that you can only get with Adele? I just realized that if you say pianist really quickly, it begins to sound like something else. Mario Run was so disappointing. It's all right, but I don't. It's a tough sell for $10. I'll give it that. Considering the fact that it's only on iOS, and I don't really buy things on iOS anymore. It worked well enough on my old iPad, but it kind of crashes after a while. It's not the fault of the game itself. It's the fault of the fact that like my iPad has like 10 megabytes of memory and everything crashes on it. But yeah, that's the thing. It's just going to be the white tiles thing, and maybe it plays in a bad MIDI version of an Adele song. But what's Super Speed Sonic Run? Victor Malik again. This one looks different. Run with Sonic, a new adventure. This is exactly the same as the other one. Go on. Download. Excuse me, download it. Don't become a professional pianist. Yeah, stay an amateur pianist. Those are better. Here's Jungle Sonic World Brothers. Run with Sonic in a new jungle adventure. The adventure continues with Sonic, this time in the forest with a new enemy. Sonic and Tails need you to complete his mission and stop Dr. Eggman. Jungle Sonic World Bros is an adventure game full of action and movements. You can run, jump, and fly correct ring. Increase you score. Hedgehog is very fast. What you should do, touch the screen in right time to to dodgle all obstacle. Dodgle, that's a word. Jungle Sonic World Brothers is a free game. Download it now. I think I have to dodgle all the obstacles, guys. I've got to dodgle the obstacles. I've got to download this. I don't think there's any downloads. When was this released? 18th of December. So these are new. I feel like all of these have come out recently because I haven't seen any of them before. Supersonic Brothers. This is also Victor Malik. Oh, that's exactly... We know what that game is. Supersonic Run Flash. Also Victor Malik. Also the same game. Bob Turtle Run. This reminds me of the Adventures of Bob Bros. The Adventures of Time, which was a Super Mario 64. Is that still available, I wonder? Bob Bros. It was Bob Brothers? Looks like it's gone. I don't see it here. Alright, let's take a look at the games. So we got, oh man, look at the quality of that icon. Got Super Jungle Sonic something. Spy Hermo Lab. Oh man, someone made their logo out of cool text and made it really bad. Go on. Okay, we've got Metal Sonic again. It's generic Endless Runner. Oh, except you don't die when you hit the mushrooms. You do die when you go in the water. Which I guess... I mean, that's canon. That works. No. End. End. No ad. End. Game. I can just press the home button. That's right. Supersonic S. Super Adventure of Sonic. Hey, that's Eggman. Oh man, you guys have a 9% battery. Your birthday's in 5 months, and you request a stream of every Freddy Fish game. If I end up getting them in the next 5 months, sure. So this is actual platformer. Wow, look at that animation. Look at the animation. They really did not try with that one. He's just sticking his right leg out the whole time. Oh, he's gonna hit me. But I can jump and turn into a non-spinning ball. This is not going to be easy to play without setting controls, and I can do that, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that because I feel like there's no point. I'm just going to play it for like 2 seconds. I'm at a ring box. It's just like real, authentic Sonic the Hedgehog action. Nope. 15 bullets in that ring box. And now I have another button, which is also B. I have the B button and the B button. That's quality. I never... Oh, wow, you can jump... Oh, no, I can't hit that box for some reason. I've never played Freddy Fish. Your birthday's next month. You request that I just do whatever. I think I can... Might be able to pull that one off, Cathador. Oh no, I'm being hurt by this turtle with wheels for legs. Also, why am I on the right side of the screen? Why are we still playing this? It's a better... Oh, no, I'm dead. Alrighty, we got some pop music for some reason. Is this the ad? Never seen an ad play music before. That's strange. Next up is Super Speed Sonic Run. Looks like they redid the Sonic Generations artwork. Scoreless. It's an interesting way of writing that. Tap screen to jump. Don't forget to save the score. Oh, this is like a really bad Endless Runner. I didn't play any of the Pajama Sam type games. I actually might have played Pajama Sam when I was like 2 years old or something, but I don't remember any of it. I never played any of the Putt-Putt games or any of those games. I remember, I think they made a Blue's Clues game. I might have played that. So I was really into Blue's Clues. I remember my dad would download all of these like little mini games about Blue's Clues from his work. I guess they're on CD, burned them on CDs or on floppy disks or something. And I would play those, and I thought those were the coolest things back in the day. I have no idea if those are like anywhere available on the internet. Maybe from like 1999, probably. I'd actually be really interested in playing those, because I remember there was one where like you could put various things in a sink and you'd have to predict if they would float or if they'd sink. And there was another one where you could make various heights of a ramp and see how the cars would go down the ramp, who would win. Yeah, I loved Blue's Clues back when I was a kid. Oh, game over. Why does Sonic only run part of the time? I got a score of 1. That's great. Oh no! The bridges fall before you can walk on them. But I guess it's fair. Also, you should eat a beef walking taco. I think, a pizza walking taco once just to try it, and then I forgot about it and let it expire. Alright, those are the Sonic games. Brian wants me to play City Car Driving, so I'll do that for a bit. Maybe I'll come back to it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. How many GB is it? 6 GB. Might take a bit of time. Should have had this going, actually, while I was doing the Sonic games. Looks like it has mods for real cars. 151 entries. That's cool. Can drive an R33 Skyline or an R32. That's pretty cool. Oh man, the Toyota RAV4, just the car I always wanted to drive. It's a pretty good model too. Oh man, this is downloading really quickly actually. How's 6 GB already a quarter downloaded? That is very fast. Maybe Brian's actually gone to sleep by now. Maybe if he has gone to sleep, I shouldn't stream it. Also, it's now stuck at 28%. That's great. No, oh. Brian's still awake. That's not good. Brian, you should go to sleep. I don't know why I'm enabling you. Although it looks like it's not downloading as quickly as it was now, so maybe it's probably going to take some time to download because it's 6 gigs. Maybe you should just go to sleep, and then I'll make a deal with you. I will stream this tomorrow. I'll do 2 streams in a row. How about that? And then we can play this game first thing tomorrow. Well, first part of the stream tomorrow, not like first thing tomorrow morning. Is that an acceptable deal, Brian? And then I'll play some games that you're not quite as interested in so you can go to sleep. Because I don't want to enable you. It's bad to get less than 6 hours of sleep per night, and you are well on your way to doing that. Why do I suddenly have the craving for potato wedges? That is very strange. It's like I swear I'm smelling them. I'm smelling the potato wedges, and I don't know why. Because I know there's no reason for there to be potato wedges in the house right now. But not tired. Well, you need to force yourself to go to sleep anyway. It's 3:30 a.m., Vinny. You should go to sleep too, Vinny. Although to be fair, I was up until like 4:30 a few nights ago. Not by intention though. I tried to go to sleep at like 2. I couldn't get to sleep for a couple hours because my mind was thinking about things, but then it sufficiently thought about them eventually. Potato wedges are so good. That is true. I can't get potato wedges though because there's none in the house. I'd have to leave the house to get them, and that requires having a license, which I don't have, as we've discussed earlier. You're going to be up for another hour. I'll probably stream something else, honestly, because I've been staying up regularly till like 2 a.m. I just don't know what. Let's see, what other things did I get? Potatoes are great because you're not allergic to them at all. Oh man, that's great. It's a food that you're not allergic to. And it's a great food at that. I mean, if I thought it was healthy, I'd probably eat an all-potato diet. So let's see, recent. What other games did I get? I got Pac-Man Championship Edition 2, Cranks and Goggles, Micro Trial RC, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. I own this already in various forms. I have it on CD with the expansions on individual CDs, but it's kind of inconvenient. And also, I wanted to play this. I wanted to try OpenRCT 2 on my Surface. That doesn't have a CD drive, so... I also have it on GOG, except I don't have it. My dad has it, and I don't remember the password to his account, and I can't be bothered to ask him what it is, so I can download it there, even though that's how I currently have it installed here. So then I just put it like on the bottom of my wish list, and Vinny gave it to me. So that's cool. Thank you, Vinny. He also gifted me this, which also looks cool. And also, the Green Man Gaming, they were doing this thing where you could buy a random game for 50 cents, and I thought, alright, I'll buy 5 random games for 50 cents each, and I'll see if any of them are good, and I'll do like a shovelware Steam thing. And it was these games. One of the games included 2 games, so time gentlemen here, time gentlemen please, and been there, Dan that. We're both from the same pack. Apparently they're alright. But I don't know, I'm not particularly interested in them. Barrow Hill, Curse of the Ancient Circle, Montag's Mount, Chronicles of Dark Lord, and Urizen Shadows of the Cold, and frankly, they all look terrible, so terrible that in fact I don't even know if they're worth doing a shovelware stream for them. I should at least install them. Maybe next stream I'll actually have them installed and ready to go. I wonder how much space it takes to install all of them. About as much as to kart driving. I don't want to do that right now. Let's see, I 100%ed Forza Horizon 3 now, so I'm thinking of getting the DLC for the crew, Calling All Cars, because it's 30% off, and it includes the previous expansion. Give me your game to play, but the packing tools you use aren't maintained anymore. That would be cool. I'd love to see your game, Alice. I like playing games that people from the stream have made, which, you know, is not very many, but... Let's see, what other things can I play? I've not played Tricky Towers yet, or Cluster Truck yet, or Home Improvisation yet, or Hitman yet. I bought all of those like last month. Never got around to any of them. When is Taco Butt? All the time, Butt Spot. All the time. I have not worked on Taco Tom in the better part of a month, honestly. That's just one of the things for like motivation that comes and goes, and usually it's gone. So I realized I was going to have to make the menu for that game eventually, and that was going to be work, and all my motivation suddenly went out the window. Yeah, I remember Tim streaming this game once. It was a pretty good stream, I think. I remember this stream because I explicitly remember making popcorn to watch this stream and thinking, you know what? It's a very good stream. And as you can see here, he has this game, and he's away. Wow. But that's exciting. Grid is free on Humble Bundle. You can get it for $0, 0 cents. So if you have even a vague interest, you know, that's worth doing. I'll do this one. You know what? Pinguino got me this game. It's some sort of anime cooking game? Visual novel thing? I don't know. But I guess we'll play it. So thank you, Pinguino. I don't think he's watching. He's probably gone to bed or something. Like a sane person. You like anime? I do too. Don't watch it much, but I really like the style. Also, I really liked how yellow this game was in the pictures. It's very yellow. And I like that. Except it probably clashes with my stream background a bit. Press start. Is this a controller game? Oh man. No, it's not a controller game. I'm pressing start on the controller and nothing is happening. That's great. Appreciate it. Now install. Alright. Apparently we didn't install the game already. Got to now install. Sleep is good, Bryant. You should get some sleep. See if you... Oh, I was going to say, see if you can fall asleep before the game installs, but that... Please keep your name at 10 characters. I'll just be 10 then. Capit 1. The ideal table. Why could they not just write chapter? Why do they have to shorten it to Capit? Also, I've cleared, apparently. Is this how much I've cleared of it? I have no idea what this is. There's warm rice on the table and miso soup. On the side there's... Oh, eggs sunny side up, huh? Man, those runny yolks are just mouth-watering. Here it is in Japanese, if you know Japanese. I do not. It smells good. When it comes to breakfast, something simple like this is best. Hands reach over the table and plates are being taken away one by one. That looks and sounds very ominous. What are you doing? I haven't even had a bite yet. Someone wearing an apron. Are you perhaps my wife? Wait, I haven't a wife? I got married? No, I'm still a uni student. ... Are they my children? That would be a stage even further than being married, but... Oh, yes. Wife and kids. I've suddenly found myself with a wife and kids, and now I must cook for them. Oh no, my wife is the cook. She's going to teach me how to cook. Okay. They're my ideal family, and they're angry. Wait, where are you going? This does look like a horror movie for some inexplicable reason. It's just food. Work is more important than family to you, right? Oh, that's not good. My happy family, my ideal family, is getting further away. Wait, please. It's a tragedy. Give me a chance to fix things, please. Ow. Just one more. Gasp. This is my room. That dream again. It's real as always. That kid in my dream looked just like me when I was little. And the thing my wife said before she left. Work is more important than family. Yeah, I remember when she said that, yes. Those were the same words Mom said to Dad when they divorced. Identical down to the emotionless, factual tones she used. Crap. Well, this is a sad game. I thought it was just going to be recipes with anime girls. I didn't want to feel emotions. There's no way I'll meet the same fate. Even though I was a kid, I still remember so clearly leaving the house and the indescribable grief I felt. I don't ever want to experience that again. More importantly, I want to learn how to cook. No, I don't want my children in the future to go through what I did. There's a more immediate problem. I have to find a girlfriend first. There you go, now you're talking. Someone like me even get married? No was the answer to that. Growl. Oh, I'm hungry. Must solve this hunger issue before I can find a girlfriend. Breakfast looks so good. Mom's cooking was as bad as usual, too. I guess yearning for a good meal made me dream when I did. Beep, 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 beep. I'm gonna be late for class. At Kagayaki University. What is this clear thing popping up? Oh. Yeah. Can you marry rice? Oh, of course. Everyone marries rice in Japan. Hey, don't look at me like that. This is pretty serious for me. This guy is Sakamoto. We've been good friends since high school. Or, more like, by some twist of fate, we were always stuck with each other. I don't even know how I get along. Well, for someone who finds this a deadly serious situation, you sure have an appetite. What's the situation? Because the cafeteria food is an invaluable source of nourishment.
この飯は脱食だけとか言うなよ。
Oh, it actually has some voice acting, except it's all in Japanese, so I don't understand any of it. Wait, don't tell me your only proper meal is from the cafeteria. Yeah, so I usually live off instant ramen or lunchboxes from the convenience store. Whoa, like every day? Well, I guess why, but
お前さ、大学入って2年ずっとそんな感じなの。
is that how you survived the past 2 years of uni? Yep.
これがきついわ。
It's horrible. No wonder you've been dreaming about breakfast. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably, he says.
お前がいつも
Finally, Gitway, you always look so pale. Keep this up and your health will fail before you graduate. Healthful, that's an interesting interaction there. But if I eat out all the time, my wallet will be empty in a flash. Idiot! Cook yourself. Yes, literally, put yourself in a pan and cook yourself and eat yourself. Self-cannibalization is the way to go. Can I even make something like that? Of course. But at least learn how to cook some rice and miso soup. Mom always says that men shouldn't be in the kitchen, so she never taught me a single thing about cooking. Your mom is wrong. Men are just as allowed to be in the kitchen as women are. Oh, I know. Why don't you come over and cook for me, please? And I bet he's excited for food poisoning. If you want someone to cook for you that badly, get a girlfriend or something. Get a girlfriend, huh? That's a pretty big hurdle, too. It's nothing to be proud of, but I've been single my whole life. Then you'll just have to learn how to cook for yourself. See, getting the girlfriend is not the issue here. The issue is learning how to cook. Which, I mean, I guess they're both issues, but... Yes, it depends on what you want, rather. I've heard rumors of a cooking club on campus. Is this so-called cooking club a real thing? Is it exclusive? Think I'll be able to get in? What? There's a club for that? Apparently, but the rumors flying around about it aren't good. That's it. Thanks, man. I'm gonna check out the club now. Hey, wait. I think ClipArtBot broke. GIF. There it goes. In front of the cooking club. To think a cooking club does exist at this uni. This is great. My cooking will definitely improve. Joke's on you, they're cooking people. It's a Soylent Green factory. Finally be able to eat a proper meal like normal people. Or a normal meal like proper people. He opens the door. Oh no, that's almost slightly inappropriate. Wah! I will never do a voice like that again, I promise. Food cooked to me. Who are you? Who are you? Okay, I lied. Now I'll never do it again. Huh? I'm going to call security. You've barged in while I'm knocking over soup with my behind because that's what I like to do with my spare time. You know, we all have our likes. Hold on, I just realized that it probably looks like I'm trying to creep on this girl. Yep, probably. But I just want to learn how to cook. Wait, what? Cooking? Are you finally going to listen to me now? This is the cooking club, right? No, it's the knocking soup over with your behind club. People confuse it all the time. I'm sorry to report. You're not allowed to join this club. Nod. And would you happen to be the club's president? Tremble. The trembling of yes, I guess. My name is Momoko Uegaki, rather. The president is Mariko Shirogane, and there's one more member named Satomi Aihara. We're all in the same year. I don't like any of these options. That's hitting on her. All of these are bad options. I guess this one might be the least bad. Yes, there are only girls in this club. Only female members, huh? I guess that first reaction can't be helped. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. You probably won't forgive me even if I give you a reason. Well, I'll be going now. I'm really sorry. You want to cook? Yeah, I see. It's rare for us to get a guy who's interested in learning how to cook. If you don't mind. Really, only if you don't mind. Could you tell me why? Sure. Pinguino bought this game for me, that's why, and I had it in my wishlist for a while. The graphical user interface was very yellow. And my mom's pretty conservative, and still holds that belief where men shouldn't step a foot in the kitchen and all that, so she never taught me how to cook anything. I bet she voted for Trump. It'd all be fine if she was a good cook, but she's absolutely horrible at it. Of course, I could never tell her any of this. That's part of the reason why I moved out to live alone, using when I started uni. Wait, what? Why did I wish for this? I don't know. I thought it was something different. I thought it might be something vaguely like Cooking Mama, but clearly it's not. I don't understand the sentence. That's part of the reason why I moved out to live alone, using when I started uni. Not a proper sentence there. Uh-huh. Why are you hanging your head? Did I say something wrong? I know what you mean. Why? Why? My mom couldn't cook or clean to save her life either, so I took care of anything from a young age. Having no one cook for you really makes you think of wanting to cook for yourself, doesn't it? Anime was a mistake. Indeed. Butame was a mistake. Or is it Butt Time was a mistake? Butt Time is never a mistake, that's true. Did you actually hear what I said? Sure, I would really love to cook proper home-cooked meals, but I never said she doesn't cook for me. I heard you, but not many guys think of cooking for themselves. Food is so tasteless when eaten alone. Is it? I've eaten some pretty tasty food by myself. I've got to argue with that. I'm just saying I want to eat something tasty. I haven't thought that deeply about it. Like you, I think that if I'm going to cook, then I'd rather cook for someone precious to me than eat alone. Maybe my maternal instincts are strong after all. Tee. Hey, I get the feeling we're not talking about the same thing here. More like you don't want to listen to me, do you? Of course I do. Oh no, she's fallen in love with me. It's all gone horribly wrong. And then one day I'll meet my potential husband at uni. Oh, husband, that has a nice ring, don't you think? You're totally not listening. A marriage ceremony at a chapel overlooking the sea would be lovely, wouldn't it? Ah, but if it's just in June, the weather might not be favorable. If it's not sunny, then it'll be a waste of the seafront view. Only people closest to yous will be invited to the reception. Private celebration. I don't think the translator has understood the word used properly. Or is it us? Maybe people closest to us. I think is what's supposed to be said there. About living with my in-laws. I want to enjoy our newlywed life alone for a while, so I'm not sure. You prefer eating alone or just one other person? Yeah, me too. I don't like to eat in a group. I like to just eat on my own. Then when he's home and tired from work, I'll be there waiting for him with a warm meal. Would you like a bath first, dinner, or perhaps me? Oh my god. This is getting too far now. Young lady, I just want to learn how to cook. I didn't want to date you. That sounds great. What is? Well, if you have your life planned and scheduled out that far, then that means you have someone in mind, right? You're planning to get married once you graduate, right? What? Why do your eyes look so dead? Do you think there is one? Don't tell me you don't. You mean you don't have someone in mind to marry? What is... How has this happened? In Japan, you have to enter into a marriage contract to learn a skill. Yeah, that's how it works. Spouting these wild fantasies when you don't have a boyfriend is a feat in itself. Well, Let me tell you a thing about fantasies. I have some ridiculous fantasies, but I'm not going to tell them to people. And I don't have a girlfriend. I thought you'd be able to understand my vision of an ideal family because we pursue the same ideal. Well, wait a second. Don't talk as if I've been raised in an unhappy family. Wait, where's the cooking? I just want to cook. We're now getting into an in-depth conversation about relationships. When your parents divorced and it was only you and your mom, plus there's no one to cook for you, making you live every day with little sustenance. You've got it wrong. Mom cooks for me, it's just that her culinary skills are despairingly bad. Plus, she's remarried and living a normal life. If you can call it that. No, we're happy. We're really happy. So I'm not so pitiful being. You don't have to force yourself. I'm not. But you long for homemade food, right? Rocket League has more cooking. This it does. It really does. Yeah, but you want to be happy, right? I always think that, so I can tell we're similar. You want to become happy. And the only way to do it is to become happy with me. I tried to do the girl voice, but I can't pull that off. My vocal cords do not allow that to happen, unfortunately. Yes, I do want to become happy. Crap, I cracked under that unexpected pressure and admitted it. I'm not actually happy. I secretly have crippling depression and you're the only thing that can save me. I knew it, a happy family. Where could my ideal husband be right now? I'm right here. What? What was that? Sidelong glance at me for don't tell me. Alright. In response to your feelings of wanting to become happy, I will teach you how to cook. Yes, finally! I'm learning how to cook. It's the foundation of family harmony, really. I asked without thinking, but will I be fine being taught by this girl? She is going to murder me. No question about it. Let's start with omelet rice with the like. Sounds good. No, that's impossible. If I could cook that, I wouldn't be here. Oh, then, rice and miso soup. We have some leftovers, so let's see, how about some pan-fried eggs? Oh, that's good. Perfect. It's the same dish that appeared in my dream. All you have to do is fry it, but the egg always sticks to the pan and burns. Even if I try to get it runny, it never works. That's not a big deal. Haha, you're interesting. This sentence sounds like something straight out of The Room by Tommy Wiseau. It's not big deal. Haha, you're interesting. Alright. Finally! We're in cooking mode, guys. We're gonna fry this egg. I need to know the ingredients. I'm gonna need any eggs. I'm gonna need an egg to fry this egg. Okay, so I'll need vegetable oil, 1 teaspoon, salt, a dash. I had a Sonic OC called Dash. Does that mean I have to throw him in the pan? And that's a scroll bar, but it doesn't need a scroll. Alright, cookware. You need a fry pan with lid and bowl. Alright. Step 1. First crack the egg into the bowl. How do I crack an egg? What is an egg? Do I have to find Jason and, crack his brain open and pour his brain into the bowl? I'm not actually going to do that, by the way. That would be murder. Time to put the egg in the pan. Now we're talking. It's a complicated process, putting your egg in the pan. First, spread a small amount of oil on the surface of the pan with a paper towel. Hey, you didn't say a paper towel was necessary. I didn't bring any paper towels with me. I'm going to have to use my tongue. Turn the stove on to medium heat. You didn't say I need a stove either. I'm going to have to cook this with my own body heat. Just hover my hands over it and rub them rapidly on the egg. Step 3. Let's finally fry that egg. Pour it in the preheated pan. But be careful not to break the yolk. Are they done yet? I don't know. Take out the lid and check. Take the lid off and check. If your egg's done but there's still water left. How do I know if the egg is done? You didn't tell me. What does a done egg look like? Turn the heat to high to quickly evaporate any excess. Congratulations! You've successfully fried an egg. I did it, guys! This is actually recipes, yes. Place your masterpiece, 2 words for some reason, on a plate and enjoy with a pinch of salt and pepper. You wouldn't put an egg into a preheated pan, it would cook too fast. I know nothing about cooking, I will admit that, so I know about as much as the character I play as, so I wouldn't know one way or the other. So that's how you fry an egg. Yes, it is. Feels like breakfast. I bet it tastes like breakfast too. It sure does. Completion. How is your cooking? We did it, guys. I made this. I did it. How is it? I don't know. I didn't make it in real life. What's this? Oh. Delicious, they're a little burnt. Tasty, but ugly. I like tasty, but ugly. It's good, but the shape is messed up. Oh, it's a timer. So you can set a timer for yourself. That's clever. So if you're actually making this going along, I don't know why you would, but there you go. When you put the egg into the pan, were you careful to do it smoothly without breaking the yolk or splattering the egg whites everywhere? I meant to put it in slowly, but it, you know, things just happened. It went in a bit more quickly, and then, then this white substance splattered everywhere, and it was a mess, and oh no, things have gone horribly wrong. We put the egg in the pan correctly, but it still got pulverized. Blame your fried pan. Bad pan. It's all your fault. If it's not non-stick or properly oiled, it's going to get messed up when you try to take it out. You only learned how to fry eggs recently, so you can't really comment. Are you sure it wasn't just because I didn't use enough oil? I didn't lubricate my pan enough, that was the issue. If it's a good Teflon pan, you hardly need any oil. The difference between a good fried pan and a bad one are humongous. You're more disappointed than you thought you could be by this game. I'm pretty disappointed too, honestly. But I still appreciate it. I still appreciate the gift from Pinguino. Let's buy a new one together next time. A new fry pan, I guess? Episode clear! Da 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 da! And now it broke. Or do I press this button? Oh, this toggle's Japanese. Alright. Yes. Move on. Alright, this is the end of the game, I guess. It just ends. Escape. You can never escape. Yeah, it's just, it will not continue from here. So, guess that's Gotchi Show. Was that really only 24 minutes? I honestly felt like more minutes than that. If I'm going to be honest with you. I wonder if there's an actual cooking game. Cooking. There's already this game, this positive reviews. Oh, there's another one. When did this come out? It was released 5 days later. Gotchi Show for girls. Now it's white and it has guys instead of girls. That's great. This one only has 2 reviews and it's negative. Listen, just go to Google and find Japanese cooking recipes online. Yeah. That's, like, if you actually want to learn how to cook, that seems like the way to do it. I don't know if there is a Cooking Mama game on Steam. Or a Cooking Mama-like game. Cooking Academy, maybe? This vaguely looks like Cookie Mama, except kind of a knockoff. What was that tabletop soccer game I saw Pyoro playing? Looked vaguely interesting. It's also $1. I don't know. It looks vaguely interesting, so I'll add it to my wish list for later. I have some weird things on my wish list, like Score and this one. This is a weird game. It's like knockoff Grand Theft Auto with a heavy emphasis on soccer. In fact, it's literally just Grand Theft Auto with soccer, as far as I can tell. And dolphins, apparently. A sport and profession-driven open-world multiplayer game, which used to be $20, but is now $3.34. So maybe I'll buy that at some point. I don't know if that seems interesting. It looks really bad. It looks like a good Steam game, honestly. Crazy Cars 3D is 59 cents. And it's an Arcadian platformer in which you It's an Arcadian platformer in which you will operate the machine. That is a summary, if I've ever seen one. Like, I feel like I need to spend the 59 cents on this game just for that sentence. Like, that sentence alone is worth 59 cents. I guess by Arcadian platformer they mean it's an arcade game with platforming. And I have no idea why they thought operating the machine was a great way of saying driving a car. There you go. You get to operate machines in this game. You get to be the machine operator. Flat Out 3 is the cheapest I've ever seen it. This is infamous for being the lowest rated game on Steam, which is the only reason I want it, and also because I like crappy racing games and therefore feel like I might like that game in a bizarre way. Let's see, Rule Your School. It's just a crappy simulator game. I don't even want this, really. $6 is too much to spend on that. But we have Adrenaline Adventure, which is not on sale. Pay attention to your surroundings and it avoids the dangers. I don't know exactly what this is, but it looks interesting. Like, you can run through rock bands and buildings that are on fire and jump off of planes, so it seems really cool, although, you know, it's a crappy Unity type game. It's your last chance in New School. You come from a small village to the big city. It's big school history. I like these pictures. We have this one. How your name? Come. And oh, let me, you'll take. So they took 3 screenshots of this game, and none of them are a proper English sentence. That is impressive. I mean, what? The bundle is cheaper than the game. You also get Hello Indiana. Hello from Indiana. We were talking about Indiana earlier, fun fact. Well, I guess I'll buy this, but maybe tomorrow. I've had enough visual novels for one evening, because I think that's another visual novel. Tokyo Warfare, I don't think this is shovelware per se. It's a Japanese tank game where you play in a Japanese city as a Japanese tank and blew up, and you're anime lady in a tank. Why do those games get accepted? I don't know. It's just everything gets accepted on Steam nowadays. You know, it's an opportunity for Steam to make money, so. Atari Vault. I already have most of these games on Xbox, but it's a nice collection, nice way of organizing them. It's just some arcade games and a lot of 2600 games, which I don't know why you'd ever want to play. That coaster's expensive. I might buy this for myself. Racecraft would be cool if it had multiplayer. I think they'll add it eventually, but it doesn't have it yet. Motorsport Manager looks cool, but is expensive at the moment. I'll buy it when it gets cheaper. Worms, I feel like that's been cheaper before. Although maybe not. I don't know. Like, I swear this was 75%. Although I think if it was, I would have bought it, so maybe not. Maybe the other Worms came for 75% and this one wasn't. But Worms is pretty good. I don't know about this one. I hear this one's alright, but Worms Armageddon will always be the best Worms game. Tower Unite, I've heard interesting things about that. And then, you know, other games. Golf Club is 60% off. That's the only reason I want that. And you can build custom courses. RC Bot Inc. is like some sort of robot building game that you operate that seems really complicated. Firefly is an add-on to ClickTeam Fusion that allows you to make games in 3D. Which, seems like something I would never use. Although maybe. I have, the thing is, I have something like this for Construct 2 that was cheaper than that, so why bother? If I didn't have Construct 2, I would actually consider that. Motor Racer Collection is like $2 for a bunch of Motor Racer games, the old ones that are actually kind of decent, and not 15th Anniversary, which is terrible. Taco Town visual novel. I could legitimately make a Taco Town visual novel, and I can make Taco Town 3D as well, but I could do that in Construct 2 as well. I saw this was on Pyro's playlist when I was looking at wishlist games. I've never heard of this before, but it actually looks really cool, so I might buy this for myself. The third game in 3 dimensions, yeah. I've actually thought about that, making the third game be in 3D. Clocky, some puzzle game. Bicyclism, I think this is like a game where you're a bicycle and it just falls over. And it is Vaporwave graphics. The coolest, mate. Oh, you know the dev for Skyrogue? That's pretty cool. Slime Rancher is a cool game. Trial Rider is like Trials, but in 2D and only in black and white. And this is a interesting game where like you shoot aliens and stuff, you know. Tank game, universe game. Make your own racetracks program. Rally game. Some sort of shooting game I saw on Crazy's playlist. That looked bad, but it's a cheap game, and that game, that's the soccer thing game. You have so many things in your wish list. I try to keep my wish list fairly straightforward. It is more stuff than it usually does, because it usually ends up like that during Steam sales, because I like put things in my wish list to think about maybe buying, but I'm not sure about. Like, you know, things like Motorama and Crazy Cars and Score, and, you know, flat out things I'm not quite sure about. Is there anything else that's interesting to stream? All the available FFs are on there, Final Fantasies. I've never played a Final Fantasy game, believe it or not. Well, you better believe it, because it's true. It would be bad if you didn't believe it. Man, I'm hungry. I should eat something and then go to bed. And in fact, I might actually do that. I should, yeah. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna eat something and then go to bed. Because I've been staying up too late, and my parents aren't gonna be happy if I sleep in till like 11 a.m. on Christmas. They like to wake up super early to open presents. Oh yeah, if it's 4 a.m. where you are, Vinny, you should definitely go to bed. You only have 5 gigabytes. That's not a lot of space. You should probably clear some. But yeah, thank you for watching. Tomorrow I will stream City Car Driving And probably also it's your last day, first day, or whatever it was in new school. Like the game, it looks like it had horrible English. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Good night.